Yeah.
We got it ready right now, and then we should have called. We shouldn't have called him like this.
Yeah, brother.
It's not ready?
I'm live.
Okay, okay.
I've been live for a minute.
Let him know, let him know. Let him know. Okay, what's it called so I can put it in?
King Uprock Hip Hop Legend Worldwide Part 2.
Okay, King Uprock Part 2.
Things you gotta do. You gotta laugh. You know, I'm going live. I put up the StreamYard so they can come in and they can't see it. When anyone goes live, if someone subscribes to the channel, they get a notification. It's going to be a good one anyway. Got King Uprock.
Hello?
Ralphie.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's called, I'm live. I've been live for 2.5 minutes, brother. It's called King Uprock Hip Hop Legend.
Okay. You ready? Am I on?
Yeah, turn down the music. Listen, I've been live for at least 3 minutes. Jump on.
Hold on. Let me do something. Okay, am I on now? Wait a second.
Three minutes 40. Wow. Pepsi, the new generation. There you go, eh? Can't beat it. Anyway, got a really special guest for me for tonight. Daytime for other people, but King Uprock, who brought back hip hop dance, uprocking, a true legend. Come on, brother. Oh, give us a break, bro. Like, people want to get on YouTube. I'm going live and they can't see me. I put the StreamYard link up. What more can I do? Eight minutes and waiting. What's going on?
I'm waiting for you guys.
Well, I'm live.
Huh?
I'm live. I've been live for 8 minutes.
Oh, I don't know where Marco went.
Just jump on your computer.
Huh?
Jump on your computer. No, he broke up, brother. I couldn't hear what you said. I said jump on your computer.
I did the interview last time with my phone. My computer, I can't do it because I don't have the internet.
Oh, well, then just go to my YouTube live video. It's called King Uprock Hip Hop Worldwide, Legend Worldwide Part 2. You just go to.
Tell me how to do this because I don't know this, how to do it.
Okay, just put in the real game of death and you'll see me live.
Okay, I gotta hang up?
Yeah.
Okay.
Man, please, God, give me strength.
Testing 1 2 3 4. Testing 1 2 3 1 2 1 2. What's going
Yeah,
on?
I can hear you fine, brother.
You're saying I'm in the show.
You're in. It's 10 minutes. It's been 10 minutes.
Yeah, that's what I needed to do. I needed to go hit the bodega right quick and get me something to drink, but I'll wait till after the interview. It's too late now. Hold on a second, bro.
Come on, King Uprock.
Got my water right here, doggy. All right. No, why is he calling me? Yo, you're doing it wrong. Ralphie, we're waiting on you on the live stream. You're hitting the regular phone call. Okay, I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you. Go to YouTube, right? Go put in King Uprock Part 2. Yeah, put in what is it again? David, King Uprock.
King Uprock Hip Hop Legend
King Uprock Hip Hop Part 2.
Part 2.
It's gonna be easy from there. Once you get on it, I'll tell you what to do next.
You just go to my channel. Just go to my channel.
Hold on. Hold fast. I'm working with 2 phones here, dog.
Tell us a bit about yourself.
You got it?
Mag one, while we're waiting for King Uprock.
No, you have to go to, say it again, bro. King Uprock, hip hop, what else? David, the title.
Legend Worldwide
Legend.
Part 2.
Legend Part 2. King Uprock.
King Uprock Hip Hop
Legend
Legends.
Part 2. Hip Hop Legend Part 2.
Worldwide.
I know, me too, bro. Trust me.
Just go to my channel. Just go to the Real Game of Death.
Yeah. Part 2.
Oh, man.
I don't even got my mic on loud, bro. I don't even know what's going on with this, bro. Oh, here it is. All right. Okay, we go down where the comments are. You're going to see it's going to say live stream. You hit the live stream. Go to your comment areas, and you're going to see a little thing. Yeah. You hit it. No, it's going to say live. Hit the live chat. From there, it's going to go to live stream.
I'm pressing live chat. It don't do shit.
When you hit the live chat, it should take you to the comments. If you want to do a comment, can you do a comment? You have to go where it says comments. It's live stream in blue letters. And that's what you hit, bro. When you hit the live stream, it's going to put you on live. Me and him. Are you sure you're on the right page? Can you see us?
Yeah, I can see it. I can see it here. It says live. It says live chat. Up chat. And then it has a name. Then it says version 4. I don't know.
Okay, can you talk to him right now? Because he can tell you more than I don't know about that. He has to tell you, bro.
Go to post a comment.
Okay, you're going to the page, right? You're going to the page. All right. Now you go to where it says comments. You write a comment in. Okay, so now what you have to do is scroll until you see where it says in blue letters live stream and enter that.
My chemist, g'day, mate.
You're gonna see it. It's right there in the comments, bro.
We're waiting for Ralph Casanova, King Uprock,
It's gonna say enter the room.
worldwide legend of the world in uprocking. I'm going to do a bit of a demonstration after the interview. This is part 2. But the first part, I just pre-recorded it. The second part, I wanted to do it live. And it's been like 16 minutes. And all the
Let me tell him.
StreamYard.
David, you're not letting him in. He said he's there where you want, but when he presses the live stream, it's not letting him in. Why?
It has to, bro.
I think you got to get off the phone with me. That's why.
Oh, you?
Yeah, you can't be on the phone and doing that. Yeah, hang up on me and do it.
All right.
That's 17 minutes, mag 1. You better ask him some hardcore questions.
All right, we're waiting on him, man. We're waiting on him, David.
I'm going to have to edit this video.
David, can you hear me?
I can hear you fine.
David.
Yes.
There's no communication here at all, man. I can't even hear this man now. David, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, well, speak up, dude. I'm talking to you.
I already told you. You should have seen my mouth move. Of course, I said yes. Ralphie's right there. He's wrote a message. I'm here.
I don't even hear a word he's saying. Wow, this is gonna.
Can't you see the live stream? You just click on it and you're in. Like, it's so simple. Ralphie, if you're listening to me, brother, up the top where it says the real game of death, in post comments, you hit the live stream. Wow. It's going to be like a world record or something. Do people that can't get on fucking... It's not letting you get on. That's impossible.
Is he in?
He's saying it's not letting him get on. You just got on for a second time. Like,
Yup, I just got on for a second time because he needs to press all the way down once he sees the big square with the face and it says enter the room. Once he hits that, he'll be on live.
Ralphie, if you listen to me, brother, we're at the top of the page. It says the real game of death. https://StreamYard. Did I get a message? No, you don't get a message. The link's on top of the page where you're writing.
All right, I'm getting on again with the other phone. I'm going to show him how to do it. As soon as you hit the button, you see him.
The link's on top of the page where you're writing.
All right, I'm getting on again with the other phone. I'm going to show him how to do it. It says the real game of death. It says the...
Oh my God. Are you serious? This can't be happening to me. There's Ralphie. Yeah. Hello? You're there. You made it.
Where's Marco now?
Marco jumped off to try to get you to explain to you how to do it. The link was in the comments. That's what I said.
Yeah, but this is
like,
different.
We're 21 minutes live. Now I've got to wait for...
Yeah. This is not good. That's why I like to do this shit early, man. I told them, let's do it early because you got to be ready to do a show. You got to be like a TV show. Starts at 7 o'clock. Everybody has to be ready. I have things to do. That's why I was trying to explain to you guys. And I explained to him, but everybody wants to take a shower. Got to get ready. I got to get fresh. You have to be fresh or ready to do a show. I could, if this is the way you do shows, I will never do this internet thing. I have to be on time. 7 o'clock we start. That's the way it has. Everybody has to be on before 7, and that way we can roll. Now we wasted 21 minutes because I couldn't get in there. I didn't know how. I'm not good with internet. I'm not an internet guy. I never did this. It's hard for me.
Yes, okay. Relax. It's all good. Anyway, I want to introduce Mag One, CEO of Block Boys
Salute, salute,
from
salute.
Peru, and the legendary Uprocker, King Uprock,
Peace.
famous worldwide legend. Thank you for
Yup.
joining, brother.
Okay, here we go.
Hit him up with
Question
some
number one.
questions. Yeah,
Ralphie,
that's all
question
right.
number one.
Yes.
How do you feel? And I want you to really say this from your experience because you've been traveling the world. And I know you were the one who brought this Uprock to the world before anybody did. So my question to you is, when you started, how did you get the idea of bringing this dance to the surface? Because you saw popping, you saw locking, you saw ticking, you saw all that, right? You saw all that. You saw the b-boy dancing, the break dancing on the floor, but you said, damn, they're using Uprock as an intro for a few seconds because I saw the same thing. But what made you say, I'm going to concentrate on just that Uprock and bring it out now to the people? What made you do this?
Well, the thing is that you have to remember in the 90s, late 80s, breaking was dead in New York. Okay, there
Yeah.
was no really no b-boy events, nothing, no breaking events, nothing. It was happening more in the not even the West Coast. In the West Coast, yes, it did happen a little bit. I think they were still doing it, but it happened more like in Germany and all these other countries that Russia and all these China, that the breaking was coming back more. Like I don't know if they was coming still late because they got it late, because I know they have b-boys over there early in this maybe mid 80s or whatever. But when it died out here, right, it 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 was moving in other countries, you know. For
Yeah.
myself, I always was dancing and I was always DJing. If I DJ at a Sweet 16 or I DJ at a wedding, at the end of the party, I have my partner. I would say, yo, play Just Begun. Let's see if there's any breakers or up rockers or whatever. And people would try to
Yeah.
get down. I would get down. And people would say, oh, man, look at this guy. You know, the DJ gets down, you know, because it was in me. It was always in me. I always wanted to represent what I did. Now, in the 90s, my son, my oldest son, he was younger, like 8 years old. He you know, we had a black party on Hancock Street. So I was DJing and I started breaking and stuff like that and up rocking. I did a little bit of popping. And some of the kids, my friends' sons, they all wanted to learn. So I was like, oh, you know what? In the basement, we practiced and I started teaching my son and his kid and his friends. And that motivated me now start bringing breaking back alive in New York, because it wasn't really happening. Everybody I talked to was used to break. The Kid Freeze, the Chino Bryans, everybody was not doing. They did it, but it wasn't active. It was like a die art that really nobody was doing, because there was no events and there was nothing. So a lot of these guys, they moved to a profession or something different because they wasn't making any money. They wasn't traveling. Other countries already had their b-boys, so they were using them. And then the first crew I started working with was Breaks Crew from Brooklyn. And then I went to Queens and I worked with Supreme Beams. I worked with the Ready to Rock. I worked with certain crews that I started seeing that they were trying to come bring it back. So they would come to my Dollar Jam, and I used to have free practice. So that's how they all learned. They all learned till they got good. To then now New York. Now that's why New York is on the map again, because these the new generation that I was helping with, me, Break Easy, and a couple of guys, but it wasn't big in the beginning. It was just me, and then I met Burns and Forrest Gump, and they we got together, and then we were just doing more of the dancing. I was doing more of the teaching, and then Mr. Luce was the first guy. When I told him, I said, "Yo, Luce, I want to bring Uprock back." You know, he wasn't born to rock, and he said, "Yo, I'm down." And he was the first guy that got down with me. Then I met Charlie Uprock. We did a couple of jams, like 2 or 3 jams, and then his motivation was to make money and this and that. I was like, "Yo, this is a culture. We gotta, we're doing this thing for the kids. We got to do something for the youth. Right now, there's no money involved. Money will come later, you know." And he was thinking about he was going to make $1 million So me and him didn't really see eye to eye. He was kind of a little jealous because to me he couldn't really dance that well, even though he was saying he represent Bushwick, but he was, to me, he's not from Bushwick. He was from Fort Greene, because Rock with Style was not a crew from Bushwick. It was from Fort Greene, and that's where he was from. Incredible Rockers was from Bushwick, and then he used the name Incredible Rock with Style. That's how that name. And then from there, Break Easy came from the Marines, and 96, I think, believe. And he came out of the Marines. He saw Breaking was back. Me and his partner, Luli, another guy that was helping me teach the kids, and Randy, we were teaching the kids in McCarrion Park. And we helped with Breaks Crew also. They helped me with Breaks Crew. And that's how the things just kept going and going, and I just kept pushing it. A lot of the young kids were more interested in the breaking, not the rocking. Not really. They
Okay,
learned a little bit of it.
Do you remember what year exactly was it when you brung this rock dance back?
The first jam I did in St. Barbara's was 1994. Before I did Dollar Jam.
1994?
Yeah.
Okay, so before you brung it back, you already must have been practicing or dancing it, right? At home alone, in the mirror?
Yeah, I was in shape. I was skinnier, younger. I had windmills. I had my tracks. I still had head spins that I learned from Kid Freeze, because he was my power move teacher, And I'm the one who got Fast Break, Kid Freeze, Shaka Lock, all these old school guys. I went looking for them. And Chino and Brian, I'm doing this thing with the kids. Come down, support me. I want them to know who you are. And that's when I started giving out the awards that I show you guys in the first part. And
Okay, so when you had this idea and you wanted to bring it out now to the world, mainly New York and then everybody else, did you ask anybody to be a partner with you? To do this with you, another rocker?
Yes,
Can you give the names, please?
All right.
Because there's a lot of words saying that you didn't start it, bro. A lot of people saying you did not start this rock dance.
Well, in 2000, well, let's start a little earlier. In 97, 98, I went and got Danny Boy. I got Clarky, right?
What crew were they down with?
Now, Danny Boy was in Dynasty. Clarky was Dynamic Spinners, right? Little Edwin from Junior Dynasty. White Boy Gary Crumbs from Junior Dynasty. I saw Duz at that time. Duz from Touch of Rock.
Yeah.
I saw Noel from Touch of Rock. I had some of the guys from Phasic, and all these crews I started looking from New York, and from Bushwick, that I knew they were rockers. And then I was telling them what I was doing with the Dollar Jams. They would support it, but they didn't want to be involved in it. They said that they didn't have time. Some were family members. Some had jobs. They couldn't really spend the time to help me teach the class, or the timing was a little different. Because when I was teaching class, it was from 7 to 9:30, Tuesdays and Thursdays. I had over 300 students, kids practicing in a gym.
Okay, I noticed there was also an Uprock move, and it was called 7 Gems. Was that after you or before you?
That's way after.
7 Gems came way after you?
Way after. They wasn't in the 90s, no.
What about Fable? Because I seen Fable too doing his Uprock.
Nah, Fable wasn't doing nothing with no rocking or nothing. When Rocksteady decides, listen what happened. I had a big party in Brooklyn. I have the pictures too to prove it. It was a loft party, and Crazy Leg from somehow found out, and he came, and he said to me, "Oh, breaking's back." And I said, "Yeah, I've been teaching these young kids." And he said, "Wow, I didn't even know it was that." And I was doing the film. I want to get the name straight. The film.
Do it, bro. Take your time.
The film was with this guy named Israel. He was doing it was a documentary, but it was supposed to be for the library about different dances in Brooklyn and Queens and he came from the West Coast, and the Freshest Kids, right? Now, what happened was with the Freshest Kids was he had a weird name, and I was like, I don't like that name. That name don't represent what you're trying to do. And then I said, wait a minute, let me call my boy Eddie from Break to Dawn, right? Now, the guy Eddie, who's the leader of Break to Dawn, they changed their name to Break to Dawn to Freshest Kids. and I told him, yo, can I use the name Fresh's Kids? We're doing a documentary, and I like the name because it's your name, and I want to give you respect. You know, I always show love and respect. And he said, yes, I bless you, King Uprock. Do your thing. And that's
Yo,
when the name Fresh's Kids came out. And then later on, me and Israel were doing all this filming and everything. And then at the end, he tells me, oh, I got Crazy Legs involved. And I said, wait a minute. You told me you wasn't using none of these guys because I know they're all about money. And if you told me this was no money, you're not going to pay none of us. And this is only for additional learning for the library so kids can learn the history. Then if you're going to make this a money situation, then you're going to have to pay me.
Non-profit organization, bro.
Yeah, you're going to pay me. You're going to have to pay me the money and everything. So then later on, I guess Crazy Lake spoke to, I forget the name of the DJ. He did the thing with Herbie Hancock. He was one of the first DJ to scratch on the Herbie Hancock. I forgot his name offhand, but I guess they got some type of deal, and they wind up taking us Brooklyn guys out of the film, and they made it a Bronx thing. That's why the Freshest Kids don't have anything about uprocking.
Wow.
But Crazy Legs came to my loft to find out because he heard about it because I know I was, you know, dancing all over New York City. And he came, and that's when he came to the loft, and he saw what was happening. And then London and Speedy decided to do Battle of the Boroughs, which I helped them, and they did. And then London did Back to Mecca, and then Legs came out and did something at the Hunts Point, and that's how Legs got back in the scene. And then from there on, I think that's almost near the 2000s. Then after that, like later on, Seven Gems came out later. I guess Kenny and Burns, they had an issue, the both of them, in the beginning because Burns and Forrest, I heard, were rock steady. And when they went on a tour somewhere, they Legs and Kenny was doing the Uprock class, and Burns said, "Yo, I'm from Brooklyn. You should let me do the Uprock class." So there was a conflict, whatever the situation was. They separated. Burns met me at one of the Rocksteady events. It was on the west side, on the side where Frosty and those guys live at. I believe it was 97, 98. It was not 97. It should be 97. And I went there with Kid Freeze and a lot of old school guys because they didn't know that breaking was coming back. And when I got down, they all saw me getting down. They was like, "Whoa, where's this guy coming from?" Then that's when I spoke to Ken Swift. And at the end of the Seven Gems, they had a video. Seven Gems put a video out. They put me at the end without my permission, and they used me. They showed me dancing, you know. But it had everybody from the Bronx. I was the only Brooklyn guy doing the uprocking, you know. And somebody told me, "Yo, I saw you in some Seven Gems video." I said, "Seven Gems," because Seven Gems was basically Flowmaster, Kenny, Honey Rockwell, Wiggles, and maybe a couple other guys. It was really nothing about uprock. It was more about breaking. But the
Honey Rockwell wasn't in that.
Yes, she was. Yes, she was.
She was?
Yes, she was.
Wow, I didn't know that.
With Flowmaster and those guys. Yes, she was. And then years later, they made an uprock division, Seven Gems uprock division, where Burns and Kenny got back together again. And I know Burns had a meeting with me and Kenny, and they was like, "Oh, we're gonna do a Seven Gems rocking division," and we met at a Wyckoff and Stanhope in a Dunkin' Donuts, and Burns was telling me, "Listen, we're gonna do this event. What we're gonna try to do is say that you're gonna battle against Kenny, and when people come to see it, we're gonna say that you guys are not gonna battle, and that's it. So we can make money at the door." And I said, "No, I'm not doing that. If Kenny's gonna battle me, we're gonna battle that day. I don't care. I'm battling against anybody. I don't take battles and say, oh, we became friends so we can make money. No, a battle's a battle. I'm telling you straight like it is. God is my witness. You know." And from that day, Burns, I guess he recruited back with Kenny. Then he went and got Little Dave, and he got talked to Mr. Luce, and talked to Clarky, and they took some of the guys from Bushwick and put them in Seven Gems to make this new 7 Gems, which I didn't really care because I was like, you could take all the old guys, you could take them all. I could take all you guys out. I don't need none of you guys. I started this. I don't need none of you guys. And I'll still have guys who are loyal to me. And if you want to battle, we'll still battle you. So there was no Ringo. There was no. In 2000, I asked Papo 774. He used to work for a Mystic Iced Tea in New York, a truck delivering iced tea. And I told him, yo, I'm doing this thing. And Beto, who was doing his B-Boy connection video with this documentary, he filmed us in Knickerbocker Park. I have the video. I have the film of it. I have the clipping. And I spoke to Papo 774, and I was saying, yo, I'm doing this thing. You should come down, and this and this and that. He's like, nah, I can't. I work. I make money. I'm going to get paid. I said, no, it's a free thing. We can help the kids, but I want them to know who you are. And he refused to get down with me in 2000. And he popped up maybe another 10 or 12 years, 13 years later, trying to come back into the scene like he was around. But he wasn't in. When I asked him in 2000, he had no interest. He said no. Okay. Little Dave and those guys, they came to my Dollar Jam, but they came to support it. That's all they came to do. They would get down, dance, would showcase, but they wouldn't come to practice on Tuesdays and Thursdays to teach. It was only me and Break Easy teaching classes. And then Break Easy was a student of mine of uprocking because he's not an original uprocker. He's like the next generation. And I was teaching him when I was teaching.
He's 90s, right? He's 90s, right?
Well, no, he's an 80 B-boy, and he's a 80.
Okay, so he's second generation. Second.
Yeah,
so
but
it goes all 70s to 79 is first generation.
Yeah.
80 to 90 is second.
So
90 to 2000 is, that's how it works.
But
Every 10 years.
He's the third generation. So I started teaching him in the basement when I was teaching the other kids, Whack and all these kids. And that's how he came back into the scene and helped.
Oh, you taught Whack? You taught Whack?
I taught Whack, or the whole Brace crew.
That's my next question. Who did you go out of your way to teach? And did you charge any of them?
No, never charged. No. I taught Rob Nasty, Bandit, Wacko, Pugs from California, Cold Chris, Numbers. Dan.
So you taught the best. You taught the best.
Worry, I taught.
Wow.
I taught.
You taught the best. All these guys you named, I've always watched them.
Smooth from Canada. I taught him. FT from Russia. Roy from China.
Wow.
I taught. There was some kids from Japan. I taught everywhere. They can never say that I charged them.
Did you teach Chief 69?
I was teaching him in some moves, yes. And I did.
What about the other brother that died from TBB? What was his name? I forgot. Slacks. What was his name?
Oh, you're talking about Slex. Yeah, I was helping Slex.
Slex. You taught him too, right?
Yeah, I was teaching him a little uprock, yes.
Wow.
Breaking, okay. I didn't show him. I didn't teach him breaking. No, I think
because I'm gonna hit these guys with interviews. Because
you could
whether they like it or not, they played a major role in the uprock. People have seen them all over the world, want to know who he was, how did they get started, and who taught them. So if they keep it real, your name is gonna come up.
Most of these young kids, remember when I got pictures of Phantom. I think he was maybe 13, 14 years old, and he was coming to my Dollar Jams. He won one.
Phantom from Philly?
No, Phantom from New York. Phantom
from New York. Okay.
And matter of fact, Alien Ness won one of my events because I had these trophies, B-boy trophies with a B-boy character, and he wanted to enter. And he said, "Yo, can I join?" I said, "Yeah." And he goes, and I said, "Don't worry about it. My judges are gonna judge fair. Don't worry about it. I don't care. They're not gonna." Because I think he had a misunderstanding with one judge. He thought he wasn't gonna be judged fair. I said, "No. When I hire them, all that stuff goes out the window. They have to judge you on your skills." And he won. Alien Ness did win one of my events.
Because Alien Ness did a segment on Uprock too. Was that after you or before you?
Way after.
Or around the same time?
Way after.
Okay.
He'll tell you that right in front of him. Listen, when Fable did some rocking thing that he did, he had these guys from the Bronx. You're talking late 2000s, man. You're talking like later.
The Rock History. It's called the Rock History.
That was later on because
But it's dope. But it's dope. I saw it and I checked it out.
You know how you could tell? I think it was 2001 or 2. They had the Zulu Nation, and I bought Danny Boy. It was me, Danny Boy, Noel. It was Spice from FMDs. It was Burns. It was Mr. Loose. It was Clarky. It was Break Easy, and Numbers, and a couple of my young kids. And we went to the Zulu anniversary where it was supposed to be Brooklyn versus the Bronx, and no rockers from the Bronx showed up that day. And if they did, they didn't want to.
You're talking about Numbers from Florida, right?
Yeah, Numbers from Florida.
He ended up being the dopest uprocker out there, bro.
Yeah, but he was my student, so he was in Dynasty with me. So then what happened was, if you look at which I have the video, I can always send it to you and you could put it up.
No, I believe you. You've been a man of your word so far since we hooked up already. It's been over a year.
And then
back and forth, we bonded, bro. You've been telling me the real deal.
So at the end, Fable says, "Oh, we got the Brooklyn Uprockers, the best of the best. You can't get no better than this." Meanwhile, we all were there to battle some people from the Bronx. And then years later, that's when he found Marine Boy and Papo and Enoch and those guys that they said they were rock. But they had nothing to do with the rock scene. They never came to none of my events. They never supported me. Never supported. If they were Uprockers, why didn't they support us? And then Fable did a rocking contest, had those guys judging. And at the end, I don't know what happened, but I wind up battling Vix, and Tiny battles Phantom, and I noticed in the video, if the video is online, you can watch it. None of those guys was even trying to pick me to win. So we knew that we heard a rumor from certain people from the Bronx saying, "Yo, you guys join in Brooklyn, you're not gonna get picked. They're not gonna pick none of you guys. They're gonna give it to Phantom," and Phantom wound up winning it. But he beat Tiny at the end. But I was wondering if I'm battling this guy, he's battling this guy, it should have been both for us. So there was a part when me and Phantom, we danced and we went to the next round. We should have been one of us going to the next round, not both of us. I knew it was rigged. Because if I dance you and one of us only could go to the next round, how both of us are going to the next round?
No, only one goes to the next round. One loses, the other one goes up.
Yeah, so what happened was me and Phantom went to the next round, and which I didn't understand. But this is what it is. After a while, people didn't want me in the contest. They didn't want me, just trying to take away my credibility and whatever. I was like, yeah, whatever. Okay, keep trying. I never thought that haters will be evolved, hating on me for what I done. Because it wasn't for me, none of these guys would have been dancing or even traveling now. That Enoch, Papo, and those guys and Marine Boy, they had travels to different countries and cities to do their dance. And if it wasn't for me, they would have never been known.
That's why I thank you for what you did, and I want to take this moment to give that to you right now. I want to thank you for bringing the rock back, because I would still do that dance. I started it in 79. I was doing it because I saw the Outlaw, the Nomads in New York do it. On one of my trips to New York, I saw the Nomads do that dance, and I took it and I started mimicking it, doing it, copying it, and doing it. But then I was doing it and nobody had seen that before, and they thought that was my dance, that I was making it up. I said, no, man, this is a dance that goes to New York. They doing it. Outlaws.
Yeah.
Cats was laughing at me. People was laughing. They thought I was crazy. But then here in Peru, the same thing. And I said, no, this is a dance. I did not make this up. And now that when you brung it up, now that it's going all over the world, they're seeing that I was telling the truth. Never lied. Yeah. You understand? So now they're knowing that this dance actually had a culture. It's a culture, so I want to thank you for that, bro, because you are the one that brought it up. But I didn't know if it was you. I was thinking it was Fable. I was thinking it was this guy. I was thinking it was not Crazy Legs, Ken Swift. There was so many movements going on. You know what I mean? And I didn't know. I said, but who was the one who brought this dance back? I got to start finding this out. Because back in 96 or 95, me and my brother went around interviewing B-boys. Nobody had did that yet. Yeah. Art of B-boy, B-boy Productions, Florida, Block Boys, BB Love. We started that. And if anybody else did, step to the plate and show me. But I said, damn, I told Jamal, we got to do a second part to this, bro. We got to find out who started the Uprock. And he said, yeah, we're going to do that. But right now, I know now you're the man. You're the one who started it all.
Yeah.
You're the one who made all these guys get paid.
Well, listen, I did it because it was, every time you hear something about hip hop, they always talk about Bronx. They never say Queens and Brooklyn, and even I don't even know if they talk about Manhattan. But you know what? In Brooklyn, we had so many. Remember, I told you last time on the interview, we had jams and churches and clubs, and I DJ in certain clubs in Brooklyn, and we never heard of these guys in the Bronx. So.
Well, basically, the Uprock was always called Brooklyn. When my family moved to Florida from Hartford, Connecticut in '83 and started the Black Boy chapter out there with the blessing of Hartford. My brother Reno started it. They gave the blessings. And he started it in Hartford, Connecticut, chapter 2. Mm-hmm. Bro, there was already a crew there called TMC, and they were doing Brooklyn. Yo, y'all know how to Brooklyn? Because we Black Boys from Hartford. Y'all know how to Brooklyn?
That's another thing. People had.
That's what it was called. It wasn't even called Uprock. It was called Brooklyn, bro.
Yeah, because people knew Brooklyn Cats was ruling that dance. You know what I'm saying? And another thing was that Barbito, from Barbito Stress Show, DJ Barbito, he had did an article.
Armstrong.
Yeah, Barbito Armstrong. They had remember they did the underground rap show. They were responsible for bringing a lot of the Wu-Tang Clan, all these famous rappers. They had like Ralph McDaniel doing Radio Music Box. They had a radio show. They had a radio show on radio, but like late night, and they would bring all these upcoming rappers to come on there, and a lot of them became big stars from their show. But what happened was Barbito one day wrote an article and said that Ken Swift was the king of rocking. And that I read that and I was like, what is this guy talking about? This guy don't even know what rock is about. So that's when I went to the Rocksteady thing and I said, yo, I'll call Kenny out, whatever. I'm gonna prove to you I'm King Uprock. I'm the original King Uprock. I won that name because I danced the best of the best. And if he beats me, he could take that name. He could be the new king. And we didn't get to dance that day. And, he's like, oh no, I didn't write the articles, Barbito. So that next week, the next day they had a Rocksteady after party at Wetlands, and I called Barbito out and I roast him, and I said, "Yo, you never call nobody a king if you don't know who the real king is. I'm King Uprock, and nobody's gonna take my name." I said, "I earned that name. So do me a favor when you do articles, don't ever say Kenny, Legs, anybody. I don't care, or even some guys from Brooklyn. They're the king of the dance if they never dance me." And and we became good friends after that. He respected. He made a mistake, and that was. I got the article. Then I did Stress magazine, and I did the Stress magazine with Danny Boy and some outlaw guys. And when the magazine came out, they put me in. They put a little picture of Danny Boy, but some of the outlaw guys they didn't put their. They put their how you call it, whatever they put the interview. But they put another Charlie from Coney Island. They put his picture. So everybody thought that this guy, Charlie, was saying the story. Meanwhile, Charlie's not from Bushwick. He's from Coney Island. He didn't even know the story because he wasn't around in the early 70s, So a lot of these guys was doing stories on certain guys, but putting the wrong picture of somebody else. They should have used the picture of the person who said the story. So I had a problem with and I, almost got ugly. And then they was like, okay, we're not gonna do, they couldn't do nothing already because I have the magazine, it came out already, but they did, they should have just fixed it and said, you know what, we're going to do another article and we're gonna put the right guys in the picture so that we know, so the people will know who's the person speaking about the history. That's like me doing this, like you're doing a story about black boys, right? But they put my picture like I'm original. And you're going to say, wait a minute, this guy's not original Black Boys. I'm the one who did the story. They should have put what's my picture? You know what I'm saying? So that's what happened with some of the guys from Bushwick. And they were upset about it. And they put Quick Step and Rockefeller in there. Like they were new generation. They had nothing to do with rocking. They were break dancers, So
correct.
It's real was real. That's why I don't care. I'd say it like it is,
No, the truth ain't the truth, bro. It becomes a fairy tale. My father always said, tell the truth, son. And if you ever have a battle and anything, if you ever lose, give the winning prize to that person because you really lost.
Mm-hmm.
You really lost, you know. And there's one movie that shows that, Saturday Night Fever, when the Boricuas,
Yeah.
when the Boricuas went. Remember, the Morenos won it, but the Boricua came back and said, "Yo, man, this is your prize." He was showing something there, bro.
Now it wasn't that.
That even
It
though
wasn't.
you think
No.
you win,
It
you
was
really lose.
the Boricuas won the contest, but they gave it to John what's his name John Travolta and the girl, and
Because they really won.
and he knew
Because
that
they really won, but they
he,
gave the money to the Boricuas.
no, they didn't win nothing. Remember, they won second place, but
They
John
won a trophy or something, right?
they won a trophy and the second place money. John Travolta and his
John
partner,
Travolta won it, but he knew that the Boricuas really won it,
and
so
he
he
gave
gave
it
it to
to
the
them.
Boricuas.
He gave it to them.
Yeah, there you go. There you go.
That's
There
right.
you go.
Yeah.
That's how it went. Right.
Yeah.
Right. All right, let me ask you something right now. What do you think about the new movement that's going on?
To tell you the truth about, I'm not too happy what I see. One is that, I mean, this in martial arts you have kung fu, you have karate, you have jiu-jitsu, you have arnis, you have all these different styles. Until all these different styles meet in a, like a kumite or MMA, we'll see who's the best. You know, now you have BBD. They have their new crew coming out doing their thing. Listen, that's the style these kids want to learn and represent. Go ahead, do it. But just remember one thing: when you come and meet Dynasty on the dance floor, I'm speaking Dynasty, you're gonna get roasted. You're not gonna win.
Dynasty ain't no joke. I got to give it up to you guys, man. I thought it was
like I said, Mastermind has their own thing.
Mastermind Rockers, boy.
Listen,
They good too, but
Ringo's not original Mastermind. He's a new generation of this Mastermind of the era of this era. And him and Mighty Mike, they did their thing in with Mastermind, and
they spreaded it though.
they don't know.
They own.
I'm not, like I said, I'm not taking no credits away, but like I said, if we battle Mastermind at one of what it was at Kick Glide event, and
Is there video coverage to that? Is there video on that?
At this video, and yo, it was all basically it was all Dynasty old guys like me, Danny Boy. It was Break Easy. It was Kaz, right, and Beyond, and we battled their Mastermind. Now Ringo didn't. I don't know. He didn't come that day, but we put it on them. We put it on them.
How long do these battles last, bro, on the dance floor? Like, how many minutes are they?
No, we danced the whole record.
Oh, you danced the whole record?
Yeah.
And who decides who wins, judges or the crowd and the judges?
The crowd, but everybody's seeing.
Yeah, but the crowd is cheating because you can bring a whole Brooklyn crowd to a Bronx area, and if the crowd is all Brooklyn, they're gonna go for Brooklyn whether Brooklyn lost or not.
Listen, when you see people, if it's like right now, if I battle you and I'm burning you, and people go, oh, the crowd's seeing it. You know what I'm saying?
You know who's winning, right? You know who's winning.
Listen, it's like right now, if I'm battling you, your crew, right? And my crew's on this side, I go after you, I burn you. Then I go to your next man. Now your next man runs to the next way. He don't want to battle me. He runs this way. He's running. Everybody's running from me now. I was on, and I had the flu, and I wasn't gonna go to the. I was like, yo, I don't think I'm gonna make the battle, but I don't know. I drank some tea. I said, you know what? Win or lose, I gotta show up because then they're gonna think I'm a loser. And I was feeling really sick. I was sick, and I went in there and I said, you know what? I'm gonna sweat this out. But I'm gonna roast the whole crew. I was going each member. Matter of fact, there was part that you see me dancing against 2 or 3 members by myself. I didn't care.
Wow.
Dynasty is not losing. And then
I got another question for you.
Mastermind wind up battling against 7 Gems when 7 Gems should have really battled us because we're number 1. But they never battled us.
I saw a weird battle. It was with you and Ken Swift. What was that, bro?
Well, that was at Pro Amps. And what happened was Kenny, me and Kenny, I thought we were cool. Kenny could be cool with you 1 minute, and to me he's like bipolar. Next minute, I don't know. He's like at a different. When he's with his boys, he want to act like a different person. So we have pro-amps, and he tells me, hey, listen, King Uprock, yo, I really like your style, whatever. I want to, learn more about the Uprock, about Brooklyn. I said, yeah, all right. So I said, yo, when they play music, we get down on, I'll show you some stuff. So he says, all right, let's get down. So they were playing like a b-boy record, like a breaking record. It wasn't an Uprock record. And I was, we just, I'm trying to let him know, like, watch me, what I do, and I'll see what you're doing. Then we exchange. And I guess he tried to play me, like, use that moment to feel like he's burning me. So because somebody was filming it. I didn't think nobody was filming it at first, but then somebody's telling me, yo, they're filming you, Ralph. They're filming you. My boy was telling me, I think it was Numbers. Yo, they're filming you. And I seen through the corner of my eye, I saw the guy film me. I said, oh, this nigga's trying to play me. So, I did my little thing, and I started being a little aggressive. So when the song finished, I said, yo, we're going to get down with a real rock record now. And he goes, nah. What are you talking about? I'm like, nah, we got that to a real. You trying to play me, bro. You said you just wanted to get down with me as a friendly match. And now you try to come on me like you think you want to tell people you burn me? I got you. Let's dance to an original record. And he said no. And he didn't want to get down with an original rock record because I was going to eat him up.
I saw another video. I think that was actually the first video I ever saw. You were in Providence, Rhode Island in the gym.
Yes.
Was that in Providence?
Yeah.
Tell me what happened, what crews were there, and what was that all about?
That was in Rhode Island.
Rhode Island, yeah.
They had a West Coast versus East Coast B-boy battle.
Okay.
And so I decided, yo, I'm jumping in. I'm from the East Coast. And I started battling against all these guys from the West Coast. But because they try to, it was like these b-boys who think they can know how to uprock. They didn't know how to uprock. So we started uprocking. And I'm telling everybody, yo, get back. Let me take all these whole West Coast niggas by myself. I'm gonna take them out. So I started pushing people out of the way. And that's when you see me battling all the West Coast guys. They didn't know how to uprock. They know they got roasted. But it was a love thing. But I just wanted to let people know I'm a one Bruce Lee man crew. I could take them by myself. I didn't
What
need.
crew is that? And what year? What crew is that? What year?
You had different guys. You had Style Elements. You had all these guys from the West Coast. I forget really the names, but they were all from the West Coast. They were,
What year was that? That was a very old film.
That was maybe if it wasn't 98, maybe 99.
Okay.
It was one of those.
So that was basically a West Coast against East Coast jam in Rhode Island.
Yeah, it was supposed to be more b-boying, but since I told them trying to uprock, I got in and I did my uprock thing.
And who was the one who put that together? That event? What was it called?
Keebler, my boy Keebler. He's from ground what's his name? GX Flex floor, like ground floor, something like that. I forget the name of the crew. They call Grounds Effect. Yeah, that's it. Grounds Effect. Keebler.
Okay. All right. One more question. I saw all of a sudden people started rocking vests, bro. Now we as Block Boys, we've been doing that, but we was a crew, a hangout crew. Mm-hmm. But we did hip hop. Hip hop was our lifestyle. But we wasn't no particular like b-boys, you know what I mean, doing this. We did everything. And we rock vests, bro. We go back into early 80s vests. But all of a sudden I saw it in rocking, bro. I saw the Dynasty vest. I saw that. Then I saw Ringo with the Mastermind. And I was like, yeah. Wow, they're letting this, like, how did that come about? And who was the first crew to do that?
Well, when I decided, to do the vest, no b-boy, no popping, knocking up. Nobody was doing it. So I decided to do a vest. And my boy, Dan Deuce from London, he was in Sounds of Dynasty. He's still in Sounds of Dynasty. His wife was in Dynasty Rockers, Karen. She was she won one of my dollar jams in uprocking, but she's in Dynasty. And I told him, listen, I want to make vests for the crew. Can you draw it out? And the vest, he's a great artist. He does all kinds of he's a famous artist, artist. He does all kinds of b-boy artists. He's phenomenal. Best in the world. I'm sorry, but that's my opinion. But you look at his work, he always doing like he'll do Grandmaster Flash. He'll do all these famous groups like a character, like a cartoon
Oh,
character.
so he's actually a graffiti artist. He's a graffiti artist.
He does graffiti and everything. So
you're not talking about your cousin. You're not talking about
no.
You're not
I'm talking about Dan Deuce.
Legally, but he does it legally. Yeah.
Yeah, he does books. He does
commercial.
When they used to have like he worked for a game like
A company. I lost the voice.
Hello?
No, go ahead.
He would do like the covers for all these new games that ever came out. You know what I'm saying? Okay. So he did the vest for me. So I went to the Devil Rebels, Apache, and I said, "Yo, Apache, I want to wear a vest, but we want your blessing." And Apache was like, "What do you mean? What do you mean you want to wear a vest?" I said, "No, you know, we're a dance crew. You know, I used to always be part of the Rebels. You know, you guys are my brothers. You know, you always been big inspiration in me in dancing and stuff like that. But we want to do something where we want to honor you guys in part of the patches." So he tells me, "Oh, let me see it." So I show him the Dynasty patch, and then in the middle is a skull, meaning the Devil Rebels, because you know Dynasty Rockers, Devil Rebels, DR. You know, so I said, "Oh, we'll be like your dancers." You know what I'm saying? But you know, we're not an outlaw crew. We're not, you know, like we're not trying to say we're outlaw crew. We're just saying we need your blessing. You'll back us up and give us the blessing that we can wear this. He said, yes. That's how the vest came out. That's why, because when you wear 3 patches, you're more really saying you're outlaw, but we're not outlaw, you know.
No, you can actually wear the vest, but it can't have a 1% patch for the state. You can wear a vest like that, but it can't have a 1%, and it can't have the state. Like if you put Connecticut, New York, you're done. If outlaws are gonna come up to you, approach you, and tell you give up that vest, up it, puppet. You ain't no MC motorcycle gang. You can't rock this.
So
as long as you don't put the state.
Yeah, but we put Brooklyn, New York. We put it. We put it. So
well, you got the green pass with all the outlaws over there. I'm talking about Florida. That's the only way they can get away with wearing that. We got to pass. We got to pass Florida. You know what I'm saying? Black boys. But I'm just saying that that's what it is today. You know.
So then after that,
let me ask you another question: is Dynasty still active? Because a lot of people think Dynasty don't exist no more. They think Dynasty broke up.
No, we're still active. Or Russia, you could say the whole Russia is part of Dynasty. You know, and
really?
we have in China we got Roy. We have the young kid Charlie Chill Out, who's our youngest member, who just won a rock contest in San Diego, and we have Kaz and Beyond. They're from Boston. They represent Dynasty. You know what I'm saying? We have Sounds of Dynasty. Some guys still part of Sounds of Dynasty. You know, and like I said, Dynasty is a big crew. We don't.
I can bring something up too. Back in I think it was I don't know what year it was. It was 90 something though. It was 90 something. It was at the PAL in Hollywood, Florida. I was already in the crossover church. I was doing the crossover church thing. So I wasn't doing no Uprock because to me the gestures was not holy. So I stopped uprocking completely. I did not want to uprock no more, bro. And I'm gonna tell you something, bro. I went to a jam at the PAL. It was Skill Method Crew versus Ground Zero. They had a battle at the PAL, Police Athletic League in Hollywood, Florida, sponsored by Speedy Leg, the police of Hollywood. Seam was there. Seam hasn't seen me in a couple years, 4 years. He was like, "Yo, Mag, what's up, yo?" Then he told me about the movement with the rock dance. And he said, "Yo, you want to join, bro? Join what? Yo, I'm down with this Uprock crew called Dynasty. Dynasty Rockers." I said, "Wow, that's a dope name." But I said, "What do you mean? What do you mean? What are you talking?" "Yo, it's just pure Uprockers, bro. I know you can make it. You're dope, bro. I've seen you dance. I used to see you rock. Yo, bro, you should join. You should join." I said, "Bro, I'm in church right now, bro." He's like, "Yo, bro, but what kind of church are you in?" I was in a hip hop church, the Holy Hip Hop Church, which is the crossover church. You can look it up. It's worldwide. And then I said, "Damn, bro." Then he gave me a CD. I mean, he gave me a cassette that was Dynasty, and I took it home with me back to Tampa because I was living in Tampa at the time. You know what I'm saying? But that's when I first knew about there was a movement with the Uprock, and the Uprock had nothing to do with breaking on the floor, DJing, graffiti. It was its own movement, like the beginning of time when hip hop first started, right? Graffiti artists had nothing to do with breakdancers. Breakdancers had nothing to do with MCs, and MCs had nothing to do with DJs. It's with each solo movement. Everybody did their own thing. Some graffiti writers didn't even like rap music. They listened to rock and roll all day.
Yeah.
You understand? And to Bambaataa called it and named it a culture and put it together in the 80s.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so let everybody know Dynasty is still available if anybody wants to join.
Yeah.
What would they have to do to join?
Well, I have people now trying to join from different countries. I mean, I still got I have more to say from Spain. Like I said, this numbers and Cole Chris, they're still in Dynasty. The only thing that they live in a family life, and they're not active, but they're still part of Dynasty. Always, they're always going to be part of Dynasty.
They have the best,
even
right?
the guys
they have
who
the
left,
best.
they're the best. Yes, even Tiny Love was one time part of Dynasty. Then he left and joined Mastermind. Now he's just solo. He's not with no crew. Tiny Love was one.
Yeah, because you don't. What does a person have to do? Let's say I'm a Dynasty, right? Let's say I'm in your crew now. I'm a Dynasty Rockers.
Yeah.
I love Uprock, bro. Okay, let's say I'm in your crew, right? Now, in order to get that vest, that's something you got to earn through the years, or you have to win that in a battle by taking you out, or what's that?
Well, number one is before you join Dynasty, I want to see how are you as a person. One,
okay,
we
character.
don't do drugs. We don't do drugs.
Okay, character, personality. Okay.
I want to see how you are as a person, how you carry yourself. That that you're not gonna have beef with people, or you're not into the gossip and all that other stuff. And then your skill, how much your skill moves. If your level of skills get better and better and better, the better you get, the faster you can wear vests. Now, to tell you the truth, Rob Nasty, I know wanted to be Dynasty, but the kid had issues with too many people. He was always into gossip. And I used to tell him, yo, leave that alone, man. Don't get into that. Be a positive person. Be positive. Don't get into that negativity. He would smoke and drink and get high and everything. And I couldn't have that, because you remember, when you are a Dynasty member, and all Dynasties can say this, they've been in my house. My wife and my kids respect them as a family member. Okay?
So Dynasty's like a family. It's like a family.
You become a family. You don't have a place to stay. You will stay at my house. I could trust you, whatever. If I'm not gonna have a member, I can't trust.
Right. Exactly.
That's just me. Mike. That's why people want to be Dynasty. They see the man, how you guys are all together. You show love to each other. Yeah, that's what Dynasty's all about. You know what I'm saying? FT is my vice president, but he's my brother. You know what I'm saying? And Grinch and Doc and Dynamo.
What's FT stand for? What's FT stand for?
I don't know. That's a name, but that's not his real name. But FT is his nickname, so I don't know what it stands for really. But remember these, and I have to tell you one thing that I kind of left out. Most of these new rockers in Dynasty, almost all of them. I'm not talking about the old guys. I'm talking about new guys. They were all great b-boys. They used to break. I taught
they were break dancers.
Yeah, they were great, because FT's crew from Russia is called All the Most. They're one of the top break crews in Russia. All the Most, like top 9. They're right there with top 9. They're always battling top 9 versus All the Most. And everybody from All the Most, whether they didn't convert to an uprocker, I taught them how to uprock. But FT and the rest of them, they became strictly rocking. And like Worry's a great b-boy, but he became a great rocker, and he took rocking a little more serious than b-boy. Even though he could b-boy, Charlie, chill out, great b-boy from Las Vegas, great b-boy, but now an upcoming hungry warrior for the rock.
What crew do you think in rocking has at least a chance to be, I'm not going to say like Dynasty, I'm going to say that a crew that's good enough to battle you right now in rocking, what crews would that be? I don't have to
What
say the
crew?
whole crew, just one member of a crew. What crew do you think is good enough to battle you right now that's rocking out there in the streets worldwide that could battle you right
None.
now?
None.
None. What do you think they're missing when it comes to the dance? Because what I see is moves. I
You know
see
what it
moves
is?
and I see steps. That's what I see. I
They-
see moves going
Listen,
into steps.
like I said, I don't want to feel like I'm disrespecting another style. If that's what
Right.
people like, but they don't have the dance is out the window. They don't have no footwork in the dance. Freestyle is whack. The only thing they want to do is do dirty gestures. They don't do jerks really. They don't know when to do the jerk. They jerk the wrong time of the record. They don't know the record. They don't know the record by heart. Like if you know the
I know
everybody
what
that
you're
I see
talking
today
about.
now
So
wants
like
to join.
like let's say for instance when the record says
But wait.
listen to me, you go like this. Listen to me. Bum bum bum
Yeah,
bum.
not even listen to
Hear
me.
what I say.
How about? Yeah, but listen, there's some songs don't even have words. So you might hear like a that's a burn right there. You could use that, you know what I'm saying? Or you could use that, whatever noise. They don't know the song. That's why
Yeah.
my guys, they study the song. They study the song back and forth. They know that song like take a candy from a baby, bro. They know the song. You know?
What song is it
I
again? Say it
tell-
again. We got cut
No,
off.
different.
We got cut off. What song was it?
No, I
What?
said different songs without words.
Oh. Okay.
You know, Apache don't have those words in it, but it has those little sound
Bongo
effects.
rock.
Bongo
Yeah.
rock don't have words. You know what I'm saying?
Right. That's what I just said. It's like
There's
boom,
some
boom, boom,
songs
boom.
that don't have words, but you gotta know the sounds. Those little sounds that you don't even hear it until I let people like Just Being On has right? That's a
You
burn
got
right there.
Africano from Earth, Wind & Fire.
They don't have-
Ba-ba-bam,
Yeah.
ba. Yeah,
So
bro.
people just doing just dirty gestures, then they stop, they run into you and they throw you a gesture and then they run back. No jerks, no freestyle. I mean, listen, that's how you want to dance. Go ahead, dance, but you can't dance against with
You
us.
think they should take them? You think they should take those gestures out?
Well, to tell you the truth, I'm very responsible for those dirty gestures.
Wow.
That's because that's how I knew it from the Outlaws. You know what I'm saying? And I mean the dirty gestures, not that you could grab a guy's head, cut it off, and shoot it, throw it in the air and shoot it. I'm talking about, putting your pride in somebody's face and all that. I was very good in burns. I was a good burner. When I first started, I was a great burner. Then some of the old
beast. I heard you was a beast. He was a beast.
and the old guy, some of the old guys used to tell me, "Hey, you're a good burner, but you don't got no dance." And I'm like, "What do you mean?" They say, "When you freestyle, you don't do no dance. You just burn all day. You'll take a guy out and burn him all day, but where's your dance? If I tell you don't do no more burns, how you gonna dance the record?" So I had to watch some of the guys like Little Dave and stuff like that, and who danced pretty good freestyle. Who was great. They were really good at freestyle. And then I said, "Oh, well, I asked my mom, and I watched Fred Astaire and Gene Kelly took some of that stuff, but I changed it. I didn't do what they did. I took it, I converted it, changed it my way. And then I said, "Oh, I'm gonna be a good freestyler," and that's what I had to practice it. And when I got good, now I did all the elements. Plus, I had good jerks. I invented the triple jerk. You know what I'm saying? I was one of the first guys to do the triple.
I saw that.
So I was killing the scene, killing. I was dancing. I tell you, we had the best dancers, and I danced against the best to become King Uprock.
Can you tell me what was your best battle ever, and what was your worst?
My best battle was dancing against Diana from Dynasty. That was
a girl.
A girl from Dynasty. She was the leader of Dynasty, of the girl.
Wow.
I remember we were dancing in near 86 Park, and she was catching me, and I was catching her, and was catching me, and I was like, yo, how she, like, I kind of little underestimated her. And but what made me really win is when I started moving faster, like almost dancing like Carlos from Dynasty, and I caught her with the triple jerks. Then I won by, you know, if you want to go by points, I had 10, she had 8. It should have been 10-4, 10-3. You know what I'm saying? She was that good of a dancer. Diana, she had jerks, she had good burns. To
She's
me,
still in Dynasty now?
she's still Dynasty to me because she's an old Dynasty, but she's not active Dynasty. No. Like I said, I don't.
And what was your
Huh?
And what was your worst battle?
When I danced against Papo 774 in Russia.
Okay, you want to give us what was that all about? Because I thought everything was cool. You guys were cool and
Well,
everything.
what happened was when I
Then
asked,
I saw some animosity with 2 Christian brothers, because you both were Christian brothers. I was talking to him and I was talking to you, and I couldn't believe what I saw in that video, bro. I was like, wow, like what's going on here?
what
I'm saying?
happened? What happened was that when I asked him in 2000, he had no interest. I think he came back in 2014, 2015. Around Ringo came, and he came right after Ringo, so he came late 2000s, right?
Okay, so they put in a good 10 years now. That's putting in work already.
If they put 10
Okay.
years, so yeah, like I said, 214.
They put in
something
work.
like
They
that.
put in work.
Yeah.
They did their part.
So when
They
people
did their
came
part.
back, I guess he came back because he felt he could make money and travel, which is okay. I mean, listen, if you're an old school rock and you can travel, make money.
Why not? Why not?
You know,
Exactly. Why not?
we all here to if we can make some money, But what the thing with Papa was, there was some other guys like Chuck De Jesus and and Bushwick Joe and those guys, and not Bushwick Joe so much because I mean, really, there's no beef between me and him, but there was more beef between me and Chuck De Jesus. And this guy I knew Chuck. I didn't know Chuck back in the days. I never remember Chuck. Little Dave told me that he joined one contest with him, but he wasn't a great rocker or whatever. And I said, you know what? That's your story. You want to tell people. I always let Little Dave tell the story. But what happened was, I remember Chuck used to work for my uncle, because my uncle, which I was against, I hated people who sold drugs. My uncle was a big time drug dealer, and Chuck used to be one of his, he sold drugs for him. He was one of his workers. So Chuck would be in jail back and forth, in and out, in and out, in and out. You know what I'm saying? And when he came around, then I did the interview at my school with Tiny and IS 77. We did an interview with Bushwick Joe because Little Dave told me about Bushwick Joe. I wanted to do an interview because I wanted Joe to get involved with it. You know what I'm saying? And Little Dave told me it was cool and everything. So I said, you know what? He came to New York from Florida. I did an interview, which I had it.
Give you a wrench.
And then later on, I don't know what happened. The jealousy came out of nowhere. Chuck was talking trash about me, that I'm not original Dynasty, and this and this and that. And then Papo came back, 774, and I guess he was involved with those guys. And somehow they were talking about no more about me. They were talking about my wife and my kids. Now, let me tell you something, and I'm telling this to the whole world.
Wow.
If you don't know my wife and you don't know my kids, and they never did nothing to you, you have no reason to talk about them. No reason. My wife is a sweetheart. Okay? Matter of fact, when Papo 774 had came to New York, right? He wanted to get a shirt that I had, Bushwick Rocks the Best or something. They sell the Bushwick shirts because they're selling Knickerbocker. And he told me, yo, I'm in town. I said, all right. I went to his sister's house, who don't live too far from me. And I took him. We took him to get a shirt. I bought him a shirt. Came to my house. He met my wife. He met my family, had dinner. All these guys had dinner. Buzz came to my house. Had Ringo came to my house when I had parties in my basement. They all came. All these guys came to my house. Stay overnight.
Whoa.
It was
Wow.
and made them breakfast in the morning and whatever. I could tell you thousands of stories. So these guys, my wife.
No, you save that for your channel, because you're coming out with your own channel. We're going to make sure you make your own channel.
So what happened was, I hear that Pablo 774 and these guys talking about my wife. Now it's personal. So when we went gonna battle, and well, what happened was I was trying to get to. Pablo keep saying that he called Russia about for Battle of the Guards to do an Uprock battle. I've been talking to them way long. I always told them, yo, let's do an Uprock battle. Let's do an Uprock battle. So they asked me who you want to dance. I said, well, let me dance against Little Dave because I danced Little Dave. I won the contest that I called myself King Uprock in 1980. I beat Little Dave in the finals. I won the contest. So I figured, you know, me and Little Dave, we're cool. It's, you know, if it's about money, then we both can make money. But he could get to travel because he deserves it. He's a first generation dancer.
Yeah.
He's a great, you know, he's a great person. You know what I'm saying? I'm not taking nothing
Yeah.
away from him. A lot of times I tell people, when I feel that I beat somebody that was before me, it's not that I beat them. You know what it is? That I learned so much from them that made me better. I take it as a positive, not a negative.
Right.
You know, I'm not gonna come and say, "Oh, I burned Little Dave. He's garbage." No, 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 no. Little Dave hold it down. As first generation, Little Dave was the man. Okay, I had the chance of a lifetime to dance a guy like him, and was blessed to be on the same floor to win a contest against him. So that's the good thing.
Wow.
Now,
Wow. Yeah.
was I thought me and Papa was cool, and when you talk about my wife, you know, and a lot of people don't know this, and I'm going to bring it to you. That time when he was talking the trash, my wife was fighting cancer. Okay,
I see you hurt, bro. I see you hurt, man.
You know, and it pissed me off, and I was like, you know what? I didn't even practice to battle him. You know what I was doing? I could show you. And I can show you, like, I'm in the yard. If you see it over there in the corner, I got my punching bag. I got everything. I was working out hard because I wanted to knock him out. You know what I'm saying? Because I said, yo, battling me is one thing. Talking about my wife, and everybody who knows my wife out there will tell you, she don't get involved in my stuff. She don't get involved with this rock dance. She does it. I go to a different country. My wife trusts in me. She knows I do the right thing. If your wife don't trust you, that's your problem, you and your wife. You know what I'm saying? But with Papo 774, he went over there and then he started to talk to FT and all these people from Russia saying that I hate him and I got them to hate him. They wasn't feeling Papo. They saw what Papo wrote on the internet. And they was like, you know, like I said, if I'm a block boy, which I am, you know, I'm honorable block boy, and somebody disses you're my brother, I'm not feeling that. I'm not gonna be friendly with this dude. I'm gonna be like, yo, what's up with Marco?
No, you gotta have that loyalty,
you
bro.
know,
Loyalty
what's your beef
goes
with
a long
Marco?
way.
That's my bro. So
I'm likewise. I'm the
that
same.
battle,
I'm the same, bro. I'm the same.
Yeah, so that dance right there, that battle was more of a. I was angry, and you know, K1 and a lot of the guys who knew me told me, King Uprock, what happened to you?
I saw that
And I
battle.
said,
That was not you dancing at all, bro.
And
You
my
were
wife
holding
told
back.
me, my wife told me, why are you so angry? And I said, babe, you know why? And she said, you should have never let that anger get involved because it made you look. You didn't make you look like the man you are, because you could dance better than that guy. That guy cannot dance like you. You can run circles around him, and you let that
No, but
dance
you
get
know
to
what?
you.
He didn't even dance good either. He was way better than that just practicing. So there was something not right. The energy was not right when you guys were battling at all.
Yeah, you know, he was in Russia. Like I said, he was in Russia, and he was talking all this other stuff. And,
oh, you guys got a different time frame too. Different time frame, like you don't get no sleep, right?
Yeah, but
Does that have something to do with it?
I'm gonna tell you right now. I've been to major places. I don't get jet lag. If he was there real early, so he had days to get over the jet lag. But I will say one thing: the battle was supposed to be on Friday, right? It rained, so I think it was Sunday they changed it, and then they had the rock contest, right? The battle. We had to judge this contest, right? And if you notice, I didn't even sit next to him. I sat with the crowd because I didn't want to.
Okay.
It's breaking up a bit.
You know, I don't sit next to him. So
He has to repeat his answer. I told him to.
You know, so what happened was we had to do the and I was so angry that day. It was hot and everything, but people, you know, because my mind was one thing to destroy the guy, break him in two pieces, bro. You know.
Okay, let me ask you another question. Let me ask you one more question. This is my final question. From here, if you got any questions,
I made him repeat the
ask
question because he broke up. We couldn't hear him.
Oh, he's frozen right now. Why is he frozen?
He's got to move from where he is. He's got no internet.
Yeah, he froze up on us.
He might drop out.
Let's wait for him real quick.
He should just drop out and go back to the link.
Okay, hold on. Let's wait to get back on.
Yeah, he dropped out.
Dropped out?
Yeah. I'm putting the link back up.
See what's going on. See what's going on. See what's going on. We lost him, huh?
Yeah, he's in a bad reception zone.
I was going to tell you to open up the lines and ask anybody who's in the room if they have any questions. But it's a good interview. It's an all right interview, man. It's cool, man. You know?
Well, you got the record
cool.
straight, and then we got all the answers that we need now. So the truth.
He answered a lot of my questions, bro, because I had a lot of questions, bro. He answered my questions, I'll tell you that. But let me show you guys where I'm at, man. Check it out. Oh, it's a hot day today, man. In a little while, they'll probably bring out the system.
Your place is like Fort Knox.
In a little while, they'll probably do they'll do a block party here, bro. Yo, man, Peru's all about jamming, bro. It's all about the music and beer and females.
Is there a lot of bikes there? No cars?
What do you mean?
Is there always bikes? Motor scooters?
Nah, this guy is selling a fruit.
Oh, there's a car. I just seen a car.
The guy is selling fruit. He's selling fruit.
What's he selling?
He's selling this fruit that aguaje quita el traje. Nah, he's selling this fruit that females eat so they can get a nice shape. It's a hormone fruit. It's called aguaje. Aguaje is this type of fruit that it gets girls to get, you know, nice booties and, you know what I'm saying? To get firmed up like a female. To get firmed up like a female. Female hormones.
Wow.
But the guys here take it too.
I never heard of such a thing, bro.
Yes, there's guys here that take that too that want to become ladies. So the guys actually take it and they start getting the form of a female, bro. Yes, that's kind of weird. But that's only here in the jungles. That fruit is not available nowhere else. Yeah. It's going to be hopping today, bro. I'm going to go see my boy today for the first time. I'm going to get out of here. I'm going to take a trip with my other block boy. We're going to get it in. So I'll be over there live where I be at. I'll show you around. It's a whole different atmosphere from what you're seeing now.
A lot of scooters, man.
You can see they're still wearing masks. Look at that.
It's like it looks like you know what it looks like. It looks like the Philippines in a way.
Like what?
The Philippines.
Oh yeah, and our girls do too. Our women do too, bro. They look like Filipinos, bro.
Yeah.
Only in the jungle though. Only the girls from the jungle got that face.
So they haven't got big titties.
Oh yeah. What? Bro, you kidding me, bro? Everything is a lie outside that they say about Peru. Peru is tremendous and has so many types of foods, and it has so many cultures. Like every other city has its own culture, bro. Like hip hop is a culture, right?
What's the best food? What's the best food there?
I like the seafood ceviche, bro. But ceviche is not from here. Ceviche is from the north. Ceviche
Okay.
is raw. It's not sushi.
How do you cook? How do you cook the
It's raw.
fish?
It's raw fish marinated, bro, in lemon. Raw fish and lemon juice, bro.
Yeah, lemon
You gotta
juice for
try it. It's
sure.
called ceviche.
But,
They gotta have it out there, bro. Wherever there's
like
Peruvians,
frying. I like
there's a
frying
Peruvian
fish.
restaurant.
I like
But the
frying
best
fish
food
on
I would have to say,
this pan.
as far as I would have to say papa and cawina. I would have to say pollo y arroz blanco con menesa. That's what I would say would have to be the best plate for me to eat here. As far as food. You know what I'm saying? And they also have what they call arroz con pato. That is wow, that dish is out of this world, bro. If they know how to make it. But we have over 1,000 different plates, bro. This ain't nothing, bro. People are now getting up.
Let me quickly ring King Uprock because I've got a couple of questions.
Is Rock back? David.
Nah, he's not there. I just I got a couple of questions for him.
I lost you? David.
Yeah, brother.
David. I wanted to ask Rock one more question, man, but he,
Okay.
I guess, he left.
One more question.
Let me see if I can get him on the phone, all right? Let me see what happened with him.
Or you jump on the phone and ring him.
Because I heard, well, I didn't only hear, I heard he was a DJ, and he had a lot to do with that. And this guy's unreal, bro. I'm labeling him as the cool Herc of the Boricuas, bro, of New York. Because I don't see nobody else who's put in as much as work as he has. And he did it for free, bro. That's what, that blows my mind, bro. Because, business is business. Giving back is giving back. But this man was all about giving back. Never was about the money. Which is, something I take serious, too. Because I've done a lot of things here in Peru for free. Giving back for all the things I've done in my past. You know what I mean? I'm giving back now. Rock, what happened?
Yeah.
You got to get back in. We're still waiting on you. We're waiting on you. Do it the same way. Go to the live stream and hit it.
I put up a new link.
You got to go to the YouTube. Maybe it's where you at. You got to hang up with me, too.
I put up a new link. Tell him, bro.
He can't get on because he's calling me. You can't be on the phone with me and try to get on the live stream.
Of course, but tell him I put a new link up for him.
I can tell you this, bro. A lot of my questions have been answered in these interviews because I was crediting it to wrong people. I'm not naming nobody, man, because I ain't trying to put nobody on Jump Street. I ain't trying to put nobody on blast. I ain't trying to put nobody on the hot shelf. Follow? I just want answers to questions that I've always had. You understand? You always want to know the best of the best in things that you follow, whether it's basketball, soccer, which we call foosball, or baseball. You know what I mean? or hockey, whatever sport you're into, you know what I'm saying? Or American football, NFL, you always want to know who are the best. Basketball, if that's something you're into, or you follow it, you either play it, or you follow it, or you bet on it. You always want to know who was the best, who taught you, who was before you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you want to know all the answers.
Like in graffiti. But this show's not about you, game. This show's about rock. Hopefully he can get on, man. Otherwise, you're just going to have to cut it.
Yeah, I'll give 5
Unless you want to call, in someone else in the room. Who's in the room? Anybody want to go live with us?
There he is.
Because Rock says he's having trouble getting in. I just spoke to him a few seconds ago. I told him, go to the YouTube. It's going to come out live chat. Hit the live chat. It's going to come out the comments. Right in the front, it's going to say live stream. Hit the live stream. Scroll down to enter room.
I'm here.
There he is. He's in.
Yo.
Ask him the last question because I've got a few for him, brother.
I don't hear him.
Go ahead, Mag One.
I don't hear you guys.
He said he don't hear us.
I don't hear you guys.
You don't hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
What did you do, David? I can't hear you guys. I don't got no voice.
Hello, can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear both of you. I can hear both of you fine.
I can hear you. I can hear him.
Let me get off and get back in. I don't hear you guys. I don't hear you guys.
All right. Okay.
Jump out, jump in. Go on quick.
You there, Dave?
Yeah, brother.
David, you can hear me? Okay, you can hear me then. All right. Maybe the internet went down or something.
Yeah. Yeah, brother.
Ask him questions while I try to get back on because I couldn't hear you guys.
He can hear us, right?
Well, do your last question. I'll take a second. King Uprock.
Yeah.
Why have you done? Why have you kept doing Uprock? Why have you continued to do it for and stay in the hip hop game? What's the reason? Because you're not getting paid. You've schooled everyone. You schooled some of the greatest, if not the best, uprockers in the world.
Yeah.
And you are undefeated uprocker, and everyone knows it. Like, what drives you?
Well, you know, sometimes you have a gift in this world. You know, I mean, I have a gift in boxing, and my gift in boxing, I still continue boxing. I still train. I still spar. Years old, man, I don't have a problem. If I have to, but you know, pop world, Brooklyn never get to be. We did a lot of things, and as a Bushwick that I am, I had to put on the map. You know what I'm saying? Everybody has their own destiny. Everybody has done in putting. You know, you got Kid Freeze, who was involved in power moves. You got this guy. You got Chino and Brian. You got Flo. You got Fast Break. You got K1. You got Shock-a-Lock. You got all these great dancers, Wiggles, whatever.
Yeah,
and they've done their stuff. Some of the new generation. But you know what? If I want to be part of history, I had to show and prove, and that's what I did. Show and prove. Would they acknowledge me? Maybe not. But I don't really care because I know God gave me a gift, and I know at my age People like, oh, you shouldn't be battling. You're too old. You should let the new generation. No, when I danced, when I was a young guy, danced against the older guys, they didn't give me a chance. I had to prove them that I wanted to be good, and I did. So if you want to
Yeah.
be the best, you got to beat the best. That's how I
You got
look
to
at
beat the
it.
best, of course. Of course.
You know,
Yeah.
and that's why I'm still in the game, and I wanted to share my history and my love for the dance to people, different countries and all over the world. I wanted to share what I do, whether they
How
want to
many
do it.
different countries have you been to?
I mean, I've been to all through the West Coast. I've been to China. I've been to Taiwan. I've been to Russia. I've been to Switzerland. Um, I've been to France. I've been to Spain. Um, Maybe a couple other more. I haven't been to Greece or Italy or stuff like that. But you know, there's guys from those countries who's come to New York and came here, and I've brought them to my house and made dinner for them and showed them the history that I have, and share with them and show them that, listen,
Yeah. Yeah.
everybody's a part of that puzzle. You know what I'm saying? The puzzle's 1,000 pieces. I'm one of those pieces. You know what I'm saying? I'm one of those pieces. Whether people like it or not, I'm one of those pieces. You
You're
know?
a big piece.
You're a big piece, bro. How could you say one of those pieces?
No, because you know what? At the day, you got to be humble and you got to show love to everybody. Whether it's new schools,
Yeah,
guys.
facts.
Listen, if it ain't for the new school, the old school would just die. Let's remember that.
Mm-hmm.
Because if we share our love and we share, you know, to teach these young kids, brothers and sisters out there, and they keep it alive, they keep us alive. You know what I'm saying? Because they don't want to
That's
do
why I
it.
say find one, seek one, teach
Yeah,
one, succeed one. Make
yeah.
sure he
So,
succeeds.
but I just want to finish with my last the question before that, because we got cut off. You know, and that's the reason why I have a problem with Papo 774. And he's never ever came online and apologized to me and my wife and my kids. Now, you know, back in the
You got to
days,
be a man to do that. You got to be a
listen,
man.
yeah, back in the days, if he say he's from back in the days and he say he was in the gang, which he was never in the gang, we know that. But anyway, if you had a problem, you fought a one-on-one and you shake hands and you start your friendship new. If he wants to do it that way, let's go. I'm ready.
I could tell you an incident that just happened with Drink Champs. Nori and DJ FM, they said something about the Woo. I'm not mentioning no names from there. You can look it up in YouTube. But homeboy Nori got on and, bro, apologized. That's a man, bro. That's a man to know your actions and to act to recognize what you did and to apologize. That's a man, bro. I got mad respect for Drink Champs, Nori, and EFN for apologizing on national TV like that, bro.
Now,
You know,
you know, as a
In the
Christian, I know.
comment, it's
Listen,
got the link.
nobody's perfect. We all fall short.
listen yeah,
We
I
all
know,
fall short. None of us are perfect, bro.
but listen,
In the comments, got the link. Do you see? It says StreamYard Flex.
oh,
What's
listen,
he saying? You want to come in?
Okay, I'll let you go.
listen. As a Christian, I know that my thinking has to change. I can't think that way, like that old street level. You know what I'm saying? But you know what? You know, I just, like I tell people, you can't take kindness for weakness. And you're
No.
about my wife and kids. Not gonna happen. Not gonna happen.
One more thing, though. I just remember this last question. I never knew that you were DJing for those outlaw reunions that King Class put together.
Yeah, I DJ for some of those. I DJ for, matter of fact, one of the King Clash crew, the outlaw crew, he's with
They're called
Assassinators.
the Assassinated. The Assassinators from Sunset
They
Park.
had one time that one of the members, I think the mother was had cancer, and they were doing a fundraiser, and they asked me to DJ, and I did it for free. I said, no, I'm going to contribute, and I'm going to do it for you for nothing, because
Wow, how nice.
I knew my wife was fighting cancer for it. But you know what? I don't go on internet and telling people my business. If you're not my close boy, you won't.
I already know that. I already know that.
If you're gonna know my thing. I don't go on the internet telling people every 5 minutes my problems. You know what I'm saying? I keep family things personal, you know?
Yeah.
But if you think that you're gonna talk all this yang, it's not gonna happen, bro. Not only I have a problem with Papo 774, I know little Dave called Papo 774 and told him off because Papo 774 said he bought freestyle and the jerks to Bushwick when little Dave was dancing way before him. Okay, he wasn't even in Pampers when little Dave was dancing. Okay, and two, he said he taught Danny Boy. Danny Boy called him out and told him when did he ever teach him that lie. So you know, Papo came in here. I thought he was positive. He came with a negative attitude. Now everybody in Bushwick is pulling his card. Even Does, everybody, Touch a Rock, they all pulling his card. I don't speak to Buzz from Touch a Rock, another guy, because he came in here. I thought he was a Christian, and then allegations about him with the molesting thing. I couldn't deal with that. I can't support that.
I forgot to ask you another question. I know you're a dancer, so I saw that you're a dancer. Did you ever get into the hustle, bro? You know how to hustle?
Yeah, I hustle.
You hustle? Oh shit!
Listen,
I used to loft. In this house.
Listen, I used to loft. I did the webble. I used to break.
You did the loft too?
Pop. Yeah, I was a loft masters with Dash from the Mastermind. He had a loft mastering crew called the Loft Masters. I was in there with him. Me, White Boy Gary. We had our boots. I
call that like solid gold freestyle with ballet mix, bro. That's what I call that dance, bro.
You know, so I've done a little different. The only dance I never really done, I never tried or nothing, was whacking and voguing. I was never good at. I would never.
Nah, voguing. Tú ya sabes lo que era eso, bro. Get out of here with that.
But you know what? Listen, wait a minute. You have to respect that dance. And you know what? I knew Willie Ninja, who was one of the best voguers out there. Nice gentleman, even though he was gay, but don't matter. He was a positive brother, bro. And you know what? He never disrespected me, but his dance was outstanding. I have to respect him. He was one of the top guys I ever saw dancing voguing. Was Willie Ninja, rest in peace. You know?
Wow.
And you know what? I see that other dance flexing. I could never do that. I wish I could be flexible. I'm not flexible. I could never do that dance, so I won't even try to do it. But I know some of the flexers who are really good at it, and they've came to my Dollar Jam and represent, and I gave them a platform to show what they do. They are phenomenal dancers, bro. I gotta give it to them. I show love, bro. I don't hate no dance, you know. But like I said, I'm trying to keep the dirty gestures now as a Christian. I'm trying to keep when I danced Papo Love not too long ago, I had to hold back on a lot of gestures that I could have got them, but I had to hold back because I didn't want to. I'm trying to get that out of there. You know what I'm saying? Because now with a lot of hip hop pioneers, right? And they've been charged with molesting. It doesn't look good for hip hop to be a guy putting his penis in somebody else's mouth. Doesn't look good.
I never knew there was nothing wrong with that. I came to Peru, bro. When I came to Peru, I was like, wow, bro, they were going to announce me, bro, the police station at the precinct. My aunt made a phone call, said, no, it's mi sobrino de Estados Unidos. That's my nephew from the United States. That's a culture. That's a dance. No, how's he going to be doing that over here with little kids? Yo, I finally woke up and smelled the coffee. Yo, what am I doing?
Yeah, but you know what? It's good anyway because if you can't do the burns, now we want to see how much of a great dancer you are.
No, we can clown. We can clown. We can top rock.
No, but I'm saying is
cut off the head, shoot them, the arrow.
All right, but if you tell most of these new rockers today, okay, we're gonna have a rock contest, but no burning. You could jerk, no burning, just freestyle and jerks. They won't be able to do it because they don't know how to dance. Especially if you don't dance on beat, you can forget about that.
No, you gotta, like I always said, you pick a certain part of the rhythm. You could either follow the piano movement, you could follow the drum movement, but you pick a certain movement and you follow that step through the whole dance. You dance. Yeah. You know, so you won't be
like
off
I said, you know, some of these people from different countries don't know they don't know what's going on. They're just copying, or they want to join a crew.
No, they
because
gotta
they
be
have a vet.
schooled. Like
Yeah,
I
but
said,
listen,
every teacher should teach his style. So they go from King Uprock, they go to Ringo, Papo Love, you know what I mean? Like everybody just teach their style of dance, but nobody hate on nobody. This thing will last
yeah,
forever, bro.
but the thing is that I'm trying to tell you is that, you know, if you, a lot of these kids don't know how to dance. So if, like I say, if you join a contest and you say no burning, they can't dance. They don't know how to dance.
They have to learn the basics then. They have to start from the beginning.
That's like, you
You
know,
know?
I see
Got cut off.
what's
Yeah, they
playing
know.
in your homes, you know, and a lot of guys can't do that. They can spin on their head all day, but if you tell them to do a easy form, 6-step or something, they can't do it. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, everybody's different, man. You know, all these countries, I don't know who's telling them anything. I don't know where they're getting their message from, or who's teaching and not giving them. Because sometimes you got people who teach, won't give you all the knowledge, so you can continue bringing them behind back there, so they can make money. It's a business for some of these guys.
Well, did you know that you did a segment on 60 Minutes? You came
No,
out on 60 Minutes.
I heard about it. I didn't see it. I didn't.
Bro, you are on 60 Minutes. They talk about The Rock, and you're skinny though, on
Yeah.
60 Minutes. Yeah, you came out on 60 Minutes, bro.
You know, like I said, I've done so much because I've done so much with kids in the community, and you know, I had to, you know, when I did this thing with kids, is because I was a kid and I never had a real, like, me and my father, we didn't get along, you know, and to me, who I used to look up to was the Outlaws, you know, Apache, you know, some of the schools, whatever. But
Street family.
you know, a lot of things you grow up. Sometimes you do what you saw and what you grew up doing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But then, as you grow older, some things you have to say, you know what, can't do this no more because I know right from wrong. You know what I'm saying? But I always been a humble brother to everyone. I never disrespect no one. If I had a problem with somebody, I step to them. When I see them, I step to them and say, yo, what's the problem? Let's do it right here. Let's get it on. You know, but now, you know, with the COVID and pandemic and being a Christian, I have pulled away a little bit from the game because now I want to do something different with my life, as maybe, I don't know if it's ministry or whatever, but you know, I have to develop my lifestyle a little different because now, like I said, as a Christian, some people are Christians, but they don't
Well,
live.
you
like
know
a
what the
Christian.
Bible
They
says.
don't. They
We are
still
supposed
smoking.
to dance unto the Lord. Dance. That's how we praise the Lord. We
Yes.
dance, bro, and sing to Him. So dancing is part of our life. You can take it and make it a positive thing.
Now,
Like, what's his name? Incarnation from New York City Breakers. He has his own church. He's a pastor. I salute him. He's always doing his freestyle dancing. You ever see his stuff? You know what I'm talking about? Rock.
you're breaking up.
Okay, Incarnation. He has his own
Yes.
church now. He was a b-boy, right? He was for New York City
Okay.
Breakers, I think. You see him when he dances? He does freestyle moves. But he dances to the
No,
Lord.
I don't. I haven't. No.
Oh, you gotta check it out. It's awesome, bro. It's almost like he's lofting, but he's lofting to the Lord. It's nice. He got some
Yeah,
bad moves.
listen. I did a show with some of the guys and some of the brothers from the church. We did a little dance showcase, and these guys are Uprockers from East New York, and we did a little showcase, you know, whatever. And it was a great thing for the Lord. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Did they film it?
I felt so good doing it.
It was filmed?
I think so. I think my wife filmed it. I think she did.
You gotta post that. Well, save it for your YouTube channel. Everybody, Ralphie's gonna have his own YouTube channel pretty soon, so you can subscribe to him. He's gonna have his own channel now. And you got any final words you want to say to anybody? Does anybody want to open up the lines? You want to open up the lines, David,
There's
can
not
you open
many
up the line?
people on. People jumped off and on, just listened for a while and then jumped off, wrote a few comments of respect to King Uprock. And yeah, I gave him a few wrenches out to a few people. I
Okay.
gave one to you, Ralphie, so next time you come on my channel and you see someone do a bullshit comment, you can delete it.
Okay. We're not worried about
But,
that. There's always going to be hate, which is great.
you know, it's possible that you're going to come to Australia one time, Ralphie?
What happened?
Is it possible for you to come to Australia one time?
Yeah, I was trying to come to Australia, and I know Paul One lives in Australia, and I was trying to, you know, get hooked up by certain guys to see if I can come out there one time, you know, would talk to certain promoters so I can go out there and, you know, and teach, you know, some of these young people how to dance and stuff. Because you got to remember, man, if I take off work, and this is, you got to understand, and I take off work,
You're losing a lot of money.
I
You're
got to
losing a
get
lot of bread and
reimbursed.
butter.
I can't do it. I just can't go to Australia for pay my way for free. And when I come home, I got bills. I got a family to feed. You know what I'm saying? So most guys, like, they pay Wiggles and they pay Kenny and they pay Legs and all these other people. They could pay me too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It would be an honor
Right,
to go and
definitely.
teach. You know.
We
Yep.
have a jam on in summertime at Woolloomooloo, and Snooze operates it. I'm going to get in touch with him tomorrow and let him know and try to get you out here for summer. Say in about 5 months' time. It'll be clear for. Oh, he broke off. You there, Marco?
Yeah, I'm here. I broke up too.
Yeah, it's a bad line, real bad line. Everyone's on the internet. Jump back on King Uprock.
Back?
The link's there. I'll put a new link there. Right at the
I'm
start
back,
of the
brother. I'm back. I'm back, man. My hands
post of
on.
the comments.
It's froze. I don't. You notice it's froze? Want me to try to get back in? It's froze.
No, you're fine. You're fine, man.
Well, I'm all right.
Yeah, no problems.
My phone is showing that it's froze.
Well, you're not freezing. You're coming out crystal clear.
No,
There's
my
King
voice is,
Uprock.
but am
Here
I?
we go. Here we go. He's back in.
All right, I'll just leave it like that. I'm seeing everything froze, but if you're saying it's okay with me. Rock, is there any final words you got for anyone, for anything? Anything you want to say to anybody? Shout outs?
I'm backstage. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. Just move to a different area. You got bad reception where you're standing.
I think the internet is bad. It sounds like it's breaking up.
Robot.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, just move to another destination. I can just hear you. Move from somewhere else and you get a better reception.
Walk around.
Yeah, but I'm gonna move over here a little bit. So how about now? So better?
Yeah, move a bit
Is it
more.
better?
Yeah.
How
Can
about
you
over here?
uprock
Better?
for us for a couple of minutes? Can you put the camera down and uprock for us?
You got to put some music for him, though. Or you want me to do it?
Nah.
You want me to put the music? Put on that music you put on last time, remember?
For me?
No,
Can
no.
you uprock for a couple of minutes?
He wants
King
you to
Uprock.
uprock, but you gotta uprock to music, bro. You just don't uprock, bro. You gotta uprock to music. It gotta make sense.
If you want music up, I'll put some music on. Hang on.
All right, you know what to put on. Man, I don't know what happened to me, but I'm froze.
How you? Okay, I can put it like this. You can see me?
Use only. It was DJ Scratch.
It was DJ Scratch. This is for promotional use only. Promotional use only. We ain't trying to make no money off this anything. DJ Scratch.
DJ Scratch.
Yeah, remember? It had a bunch of break beats. You were playing it low. I sent it to you. DJ Scratch. Addresses.
Yo, so
oh, I can play music. Can you guys hear my music? I can play it now. I got break beats here. What are you doing, bro?
Miss DJ Scratch, bro.
No, man.
Yeah,
the
DJ Scratch, the one that he's talking in the background. Hold on, man. Let me find something, man.
I can dance to any music.
Nah, bro, I sent you. Look in your download. I sent you something. What music did I send you? I only sent you music one time. What music is it that I sent you? DJ Scratch. He was addressing somebody in New York. Back great. I can't believe.
Who do you want me to play? King Uprock?
Great. That's not great. So, you try to find something right in the scene and
Break beat.
there you go. It's coming right now. It's coming. There you go.
Turn it up. Turn it up.
It's skipping. The CD skipping, bro.
Replay is music.
what's that?
Oh, shit. I never heard that, though.
That's not an uprock, bro.
I never heard it.
Give him, yo, Rock, give him a title to look up. Give him a title to look up and he'll put it in.
Just begun.
Put in just begun. Just begun. Just begun.
Just begun.
Or you don't want the, or you don't like the Mexican?
Begun.
Don't matter, but he's not gonna find the right Mexican by Baby Huey.
Right. Just begun. There you go. That's King Uprock.
Bloody shirt, man. You gotta kill the shirt. Where'd you get that shirt from, King Uprock?
I got it as a gift.
Yeah? No, it's good. One of a kind.
You could probably have that done, David.
Huh?
You know what you do? You take your graffiti pieces and you go to someone that does linen.
Just put it on my shirt. Yeah, I can get it done easy.
It'll cost you a little bit. It's going to cost you, but hey, you'll have it done, you know? Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, printers these days can do anything.
Do you have any questions you want to ask, David?
Yeah, I asked what I wanted, you know, like.
How about you? Anybody on the chat line want to ask a question?
I know that you was a DJ. Yeah, let me ask that right now. What made you become a DJ, and when did you become a DJ?
Well, when I was playing drums when I was 5 years old, I was playing drums and piano. The guy down the block who played with BT Express, Cookie, he was a guitar player. His cousin, Big Bob, used to play at the skating ring at the Empire. So, how you call it? So that's when give me 1 second. So that's when I asked him what he was doing with the curtain. Give me 1 second. And interesting, and I saw flowers. Like that. So I became
Yeah, he's giving me an echo. What is he doing? Yeah, he's giving me an echo. What is he doing?
I don't know what he's doing.
All right. So what made you get into DJ? What were your first turntables with the 1200s techniques? How did that go about?
The first
Sorry, I hit the wrong button.
Was the 210s. Those were the first techniques that came out, the 210s. Then came out.
Okay.
Then they had the 1500s. They had the 1700s. They had the
I want to give you a wrench.
And then later on, like as I got older, I bought the B1s and the D2s because one was belt and one was direct. D1s was direct, B1s were belt drive. And then I got the B101s, and I just started collecting equipment, man. I tried different turntables. I remember Crazy Eddie used to serve the turntables for $79. Techniques.
Damn.
and people were running who, you know, I was working the
Haven't
summer
got my
youth program.
glasses on.
I was working in a nursery home, and I saved my money, and I went and bought me 2 turntables, and then DJ Amp from Bushwick. He had the biggest sound system.
I was
He
trying to
sold
give
me
him
my first 2 Cern Vegas for $300 with a beat machine. I got my first Cern Vegas.
Who were your inspirations in DJing?
Amp, Flowers, DJ Bob, the Disco Stompers, you know, then you had Crazy Rob,
Red.
MTC. Those
You
guys,
actually
they
went
were,
to
they
those
were
black. You actually went to black parties. You went to black parties in those days.
yeah. Every time there was a party, somebody had their big sound system out. And I said, yo, I'm going to buy speakers just like that one day. And I just kept buying equipment and records and equipment. And, you know, I have a big, I'm selling my stuff now as it is, you know.
What do you have for sale? What are you selling? What are you selling? What do you have for sale?
I have records, mixers, drum machines. I have big 16 track boards. I have speakers that cost me $5,000. I got amps like crazy, amplifier. I got all kinds of amps, QS, Crown, whatever. I have them all.
You selling it?
Selling them all.
Is there anyone? Have you sold anything yet or given anything away? Have you?
No, I sold a lot of stuff. I had EVs, electric voices. I sold those. I sold my Gauss speakers. I sold my Altex
amazing
horns.
moderator now.
I sold those. I got like, I sold some mixers that I had, old school mixers. I still have some old school mixers, and I got new one. I got the Rain. I still have that. I'm selling the Rain, and matter of fact, I'm gonna give the Rain to FT as a birthday gift. And
did you give anything away? Did you ever give anything away?
Yes, I gave my Crazy Rock from the Bronx. He's in Salsa Dynasty. I gave him a brand new 1200, never opened.
Wow.
And then I gave some records. I gave some records to some of my crew members, you know. And when they come here, I tell them, yo, what you need? And then I say, you could take it home.
What about speakers? You gave anybody any speakers or sold any speakers to anybody?
I gave some speakers to my cousin. He wanted. I gave him my Denon's 5000s where you put CDs in. You could scratch the CD players. Yeah. I gave him that, and I gave him some power amps. He's in Florida now.
Okay.
You know, he has a sound system over there.
Okay. And what were the first vinyls that you? What were the first vinyls that you were spinning when you started?
Well, some of the vinyls, like I said, I took from my older brother and my older sister who had vinyl, and I took their vinyls, and then I started buying, like, I bought my first Sex Machine album. Then I went and got the Pursuit Mobile, and I got my Willie Chase record. And then I just started, you know, any Uprock song. I got all the Uprock songs. And my brother had Get a Whistle and Blow, so I didn't have to buy that one. I still got it. Listen to Me, I didn't have to buy it. My brother had it. And I just started buying records and records and records and records, you know?
Yeah.
So
did you ever teach?
Tommy
did you ever
boy.
teach any DJs?
You
did you ever teach anybody how to DJ?
Oh, I've taught many guys. I even let Evil D and Tony Touch get on my stuff. As a matter of fact, I even sold. I had when Tony Touch was making mix CDs. I had a machine that can make like five, 6 copies at one time, and then I got into CDs, and I sold him those machines so he can upgrade. And then, you know, he used to work in a record store, Music Hut, with Evil D. But when I DJ in the park, they couldn't DJ in the park, so I used to let them get on my set.
How come they couldn't get on?
No, I used to let them get on my set, but they didn't have equipment, or if they DJ in the park, they would have got stolen. They would have got the equipment stolen.
Oh, so basically, like, you put them on then.
Yes. Any record that Tony Touch was like, he heard a record, yo, you heard this record? He would call me. I say, yeah, I got it. He goes, yo, can you lend it to me or whatever? You know, and I would tell him, I'll make you a copy or whatever, and then I'll give, you know, or if I lend it to him, he would give it back to me, you know. But they didn't have records. He knows he don't got records like me.
You got
A lot of these guys,
80,000 records, bro.
about 80,000, almost, yeah, about 80,000. I sold a lot, and I still got more.
Wow.
And you know, I got like maybe over 4,000 45s.
How many?
About over 4,000 maybe 45s.
There's a lot of cats out there that collect records, bro. You got to put that out if you really want to sell it. Because sometimes
What
we
I
say
do,
we want to sell something, and when it comes to the point of selling it, we don't want to give it up.
yeah, but sometimes, you know what happens, guys. Listen, I'm not saying that. Let's say right now, listen to me, record the 45, right? Is worth, let's say, worth $50, right?
Yeah.
I might sell it. I might say, you know what, give me 25 for it. But guys want it for nothing. They want it for free. I'm not giving nothing for free. I pay for those records.
No,
You know
of
what I'm saying?
course. Of course.
You go to
Fair
a
is
store,
fair.
you go to a record store, you're gonna pay them 50, but you won't give me half price for it. Nah, then I'll keep it.
Exactly. Nah, I ain't making no sense. I didn't make no sense right there.
You know, like I said, if I got triples and like 8 copies, I'll give you a copy. I'll give you 2 copies. And there's guys I've gave records to that were great DJs that I gave them copies of, you know.
Okay,
But
another
some of them,
question.
yeah.
Would you have any trouble? Like, I got a bunch of dudes. I got a bunch of dudes on YouTube. We've created relationships on YouTube, YouTubers. And would you have a problem doing any more interviews?
No, I this interviews are good because some questions you didn't get to ask, they may ask. Long
Okay,
as
okay. So you're
as long
open. You're open.
as long as it's positive. That's all I
Okay.
have to say. I'm not gonna come up here talk about dirt about nobody. That's not my style. If that's what you're looking for, then you gotta call somebody else. You know, if you want the truth, I'm gonna give you the truth. But I'm not gonna talk about somebody's allegation, what they did or whatever. I don't want to talk about that because I got nothing to do with that, and I don't want to support that. You know, I don't want to. I ain't gonna put my mind into that. Now, if it's something that you want to share to educate somebody, then I will do it because I'm here to educate and help people out.
Okay, I'm also getting questions. People want to know if you speak Spanish, bro.
My Spanish is good, but not great. I mean, it depends. I talk Spanglish, and I mean, I talk Spanish a little bit, but I'm not. Some Spanish nationalities, they have these big Spanish words. I'm not too good at that, you know. Like,
because you were another one that went to Puerto Rico, huh? You went to Puerto Rico with that b-boying, didn't you?
Yes, but my cousin was translating for me a lot because I knew some words, but I was embarrassed to talk because some words I might say was funny and I didn't want people to laugh at me. Then I want to get into a fist fight. So I told my cousin, listen, not for me not to get upset, you're going to translate for me.
When you went to Puerto Rico, was that in the early 80s?
Yes, in the 80s. Yes.
So were you up rocking out there or you wasn't doing it? You were just breakdancing?
Well, it was late. It was late in the late 80s. I went almost like near the 90s. I was up rocking and breaking. I went to do a breaking show. That's why I got hired to do some shows for Channel 2 over there, Bicocho show. He's
89?
Like 89, 90.
Wow, that didn't even exist in New York. Breakdancing wasn't even in New York. It was freestyle.
No, there was still people breaking here, but not the scene was died out. But people were still breaking. You still had Chino, Brian, Kid Freeze, and all these guys. You know, the only reason why Kid Freeze don't really break too much now is because he was in a car accident. But if he wasn't in a car accident, he'd be spinning right now doing crazy stuff that nobody's never seen. And I seen them. I seen the moves.
Would you say he was ahead of them cats Battle of the Year?
He's ahead of everybody. I'm telling you, the guy still can create new moves, even though he can't do it. But he'll teach it to like some 2 young kids that we're working with. He will show them and say, "Listen, I want you to do this and this and that," because he has it. He has a pattern of what he wants to teach. You know.
Well, you want to give him a salute? You want to salute Kid Freeze?
Oh,
you want to shout out anybody?
He's the fast break.
Fast break. You met.
Fast break,
Fast
another
break.
guy. Phenomenal. K1,
Yeah, what up, fast break?
phenomenal. Shockalock, phenomenal. You know, John, Locatron John, phenomenal. You know, these are great guys, man. I learned from some of a lot of these things. Locking, I learned from Locatron John. You know, he was one of the guys who showed me how to lock a lot of locking technique. I didn't go to West Coast. He was the guy in New York, besides Shockalock. But I mean, I learned from Locatron John. And you got Loose Bruce, who was a great popper. Al Boogie, another great popper. Their popping style was awful. And then we had Louis New Wave from Dynamic. You know, and I break with Spider, Airborne, Kano, Flip. You know, dynamic breakers. Because then we split up. We became dynamic breakers. My partner Navidad. You know, Felix Cortez, he's an Arnis instructor. He does Arnis. He does a lot of martial arts movies, you know. But my boy was Spider. You know, I was real close to Spider. And Wavy Legs, I got to give him a lot of love, man. Wavy Legs, I used to watch footwork. I was just sit there like Maze, Richie Rock and Pablo and all of us. We sit there, watch Wavy Legs get down. Man, this kid had a phenomenal footwork. Phenomenal. And he don't even get the
Wow.
recognition. But I'm going to shout him out because I know I learned a lot from him. You know, not Uprocking, but you learn something, you still got to give the person some love, you know?
You gotta give that love. You gotta give that credit, man.
Yeah.
You know?
I don't hold back my, you know, Mr. Glide was a great, what would I say? He was a good B-boy, but he knew how to put a routine together, man, like phenomenal. You know, he took dynamic to another level. You know what I'm saying? My boy ACAs and Bebop and rest in peace Nelly Nell. Those guys were the original dynamic. They, you know, those are the guys from Astoria. Those guys was the guys why I got down with dynamic because of them. You know
Case two.
who?
That's graffiti,
Case
man.
two.
Phase 2 is a graffiti writer. I heard that he said he
No,
did B-boy.
Case two.
No, Case was a writer. He wasn't a b-boy. But I'm not so much a writer. But Case was a good friend of mine. You know, and he was Dak's homeboy, my cousin's homeboy. But I mean, I got along with Case. He was always a funny character to hang around with. You know,
Yeah.
you learn so much. Listen,
I would have loved
whether
to meet him. I would have loved to meet him.
listen, whether you're a b-boy, a popper, or a graffiti writer or whatever, there's good people in everything. And sometimes you may be a good graffiti writer, I'm a good dancer, don't mean that we can't hang out because we have, we having good times and we respect each other as a human being. That's a great thing, man. That's a great thing. You know, no hating
It's all
on
about
what I do.
respect.
Yeah, it's a lot of respect. You know, you give respect, you want respect.
Yep. Facts.
So
Any last shout outs?
I mean,
Shout outs. Who you want to shout out? Anybody who you want to give them advice with the rock? What should they do next?
my first shout out should always be God for giving me
Right.
every day to wake up in the morning and have a day, another blessing day to do the things I could do in life. You know what I'm saying? And my family for being supportive. You know, my wife and kids for being supportive. And then, everybody out there. I mean, whether you do graph, DJing, MCing, whatever, just be positive and respect those who pay the way for you guys, and I think just support each other. You know what I'm saying? There's no support no more.
Do you
Like,
want to give them flowers? You want to send flowers to any guy, any crews?
I'm not gay. I'm not sending flowers to a guy. I don't send flowers to no guy.
Hey, that's
Come
the
on,
new saying,
Marco.
bro. That's the new saying. Props, flowers.
No, it's props. You give a brother props. You ain't giving no flowers. Flowers
You
you give
don't
to a
give
woman.
no flowers. No.
Nah. I give a guy flowers. I say that people are gonna look at me like I'm some gay dude coming out of the closet.
You give flowers when someone passes away.
Yeah, not
You got it. Yeah, you give flowers when someone passes away. You just said it.
You could do that if you really want to, if giving flowers, but I mean, I don't know about no flowers.
No, I would never give you flowers while you're alive. But if you were in the grave, and I rebuke that in the name of the Most High, you know, you being alive, I would never give another man flowers. But if you were in the grave, yes, I would bring flowers to your grave, bro.
Yeah.
Because
You know, but
respect, but
How
not while
long
you're
have you
alive.
boxed for?
Not
huh?
while you're alive. I can't do that. I'm sorry, I
Nah,
can't
nah,
do that.
nah, nah, nah.
How long have you boxed for,
Listen,
King Uprock?
say that again. I'm sorry.
How long have you boxed for?
Oh, I've been doing martial arts and boxing. Martial arts I've been studying since 5 years old, and boxing I got into 8 years old. I started in Best Thai Boxing Gym.
Okay,
Bro, you
so
gotta,
did you have any professional fights?
No, I was gonna go pro, but my own trainer died. I went with Panama Lewis, who trained Roberto Duran, and I wanted to go for the Olympics, and they wanted me to turn pro, and I said no, I want to go to the Olympics, and I couldn't go. You know, they was like, no, we want to sign you pro, and then I decided not. I quit for a while, and I came back. Then I went back to Best Thai with George Washington, and then I went to Jimmy O on Stiver City, and I just continued fighting amateur. Then I didn't get to sign pro. I didn't trust. I didn't trust some of the people that I was around with because they wanted to just make money from me. That was it. They wasn't. I didn't. There was no interest really in me as a fighter. You know. The other guy that I had, the old man, he was Spanish, a Puerto Rican old man that I had a friend of mine, his father. He cared for me. He wanted to raise me like they did with Mike Tyson, raise slowly by surely. But these other trainers, they knew I had skills, but they wanted me to turn pro because they wanted to make money. You know, so the
Yeah,
game was
that's
very
the
dirty.
problem. Yeah,
The game was very dirty, so I didn't do it. I didn't turn pro. It's okay. I mean,
I
I
was
know.
promised my first 20 fights that I was going to win. I was
Mhm.
promised, and I was a welterweight, and I boxed a heavyweight. I got 6 months of training,
Mm.
and he tried to knock me out, and he couldn't. So then they found out that I could be trained the old school way. I got trained the old way,
Mm.
like the old tent fighters.
Yeah. So
Yeah, Rock's got enough stuff to make a museum in his house, from what I see. He can start a museum.
yeah, I got a lot of stuff, a lot of history. That's why I like to share my history. You know, and when people get to know me personally, because you know what, sometimes I go to countries and people get to meet me and they go, man, I always heard you was not the person you are. And I meant, what do you mean I'm not the person I am? Oh, when such and such b-boy came here from this crew, said not to bring you here because you was into drugs and you like to kill people and stuff. So they was spreading a bad name about me because they didn't want me to get to the countries to teach about rock. You know, it's okay.
Yeah,
And I knew who the person was who said it. You know,
Hmm.
and I told them, I said, well, now you know me. Am I that person? And they said, no, you're a great person, man. We feel so bad that we didn't bring you earlier. And I was like, all right, better late
Yeah,
than
you're
never. You know,
clean. You're a person that's clean. You don't do no drugs.
I
You're
never did
involved in
drugs.
church. You're involved in the church, family church. You know what I mean? You're involved in the
Yeah,
Word of God. And I've been talking to you for a while. You hardly never say a swear. Maybe it might come out here and there, like me, but you don't even
yeah. I
swear,
guess if
bro.
I guess if I'm, you know, if I was very angry at a certain moment, maybe, but I've learned to remove that word out of my vocabulary. I don't need to get stressed out. You get older, you get difficult problems. I don't need stress. I
Yeah.
know people tell me, oh, somebody told me the other day, I know you're not a type of guy to go look for fights, but when people look for fights for you, I just feel bad that you have to prove them and knock them out. I'm like, one day you're gonna hurt somebody, you're gonna go to jail. You got to be careful. Because
Mhm.
I used to have a bad
you
temper.
have to be. Yeah. Oh, my
You know,
hands are registered by the police.
not mine. I'm street.
Wow. Hands are registered by the police.
Yeah, they want you to do that when you turn pro. So you're supposed to.
Ralphie, you got a gun permit? Ralphie,
You know.
uh,
You can hear me?
Yeah, I can
Yeah, I
hear you.
can just hear you.
I was asking you a question. Do you have a gun permit? A gun permit.
Marco, you were saying something?
Yeah, do you have
I
a
don't
gun
have a gun
permit?
permit. No. No.
You were involved in police academy before, or what was going to be a cop or anything like that? Did you ever
Yeah, I
get
was in the
into
police
anything like
department.
that?
I worked for the police department 8 years, but I never had a gun
8
permit.
years?
I did 8
8
years for
years?
gang intel. Yeah, gang intel.
Wow. And you didn't follow to become a cop. Why?
I worked for the police department, New York City Police Department. I had a badge and everything, and handcuffs and everything.
Wow. What made you get out?
I was tired of making arrests.
Oh,
I hate arrests.
yeah. Okay.
When you make an arrest, when you make an arrest, you got to go. Sometimes you have to go to take your perp to downtown Brooklyn, do all the paperwork, and then they don't see the judge or something. You got to wait there. I was tired of that. I make more money now what I'm doing.
Yeah. He's
You know?
gone again. He's dropped out.
He's gone like the ghost.
But it's been good. It's I've learned a lot about you in these 2 episodes. You're an extraordinary character. Very unique.
I'm just trying to be the best I could be, you know. That's it. I'm humble. I'm a lovable person. If you need my help, I'm there for you, you know.
Yeah.
I've done so much in life that I can't remember everything I did.
Yeah. I wouldn't mind some prayer later on.
No, I'll pray for your sister. I pray for you. Just continue doing what you're doing, and you know, some people are gonna enjoy it. Some people might not like. Some people like to listen to gossip. You know, I'm not into that. I just, like I said, I like to educate. I like to let people know. Maybe when I do my YouTube channel, I can help people to know about if you want to fix something at home, or is it plumbing or whatever. I can teach them. You know?
Yeah. YouTube's a
I'm on the
great
second
thing.
phone. The other phone ran out. The battery ran out, so I got the other phone on.
When I got my first subscriber, I thought like, where's it going to be headed? What I'm going to do, and ideas just kept popping out of my head of different videos to do, and
Yeah.
help other people as well. Put their stuff on. You know.
Listen, there's so many important people with a story that have so much truth, and that you can interview, that you'll be like, wow, we never knew this, we never knew that, we never knew this. You know, you got my homegirl Kim Kamikaze, who was one of the best B girls that ever lived in New York. She
Yeah,
was,
we're gonna
to
hit
me,
her
the
up.
best.
We're gonna hit her up. I have her as a friend. We're gonna hit her up soon.
You know, you have different people. I mean, even other guys that did rocking have a good story. You know, if they keep it original and they keep the honest truth. Because if you lie and you get caught in your lie, then people are not going to respect you.
That's right. Yes.
Correct.
See, I
Correct.
like to talk something I lived. I used to talk things about
It's good.
what
It's
others.
good to talk to something that you live, your history. It's good to say it.
Yeah,
You
because you
know
know
that.
what?
You know,
I
you get old, you live, and you got memories, and you want to say those memories for some reason. For me, that's what I like to do.
yeah, but you got to remember one thing. That there's, you know, I used to talk about people's history that, like, you know, Apache told me something, I would tell people, yeah, you know, this story, and this story. Now, I wasn't there but I heard it from Apache, and I just said his story. And somebody told me that I shouldn't do that no more, because not that Apache was lying, but I didn't live that history. I should just talk about what I know and what I did, and that's
No,
when I
I do
started my channel.
first-hand history. I don't talk about what someone else said.
You
I
know?
don't do that.
But I was just sharing stuff about the '70s, about what the gangs and how they uprock and this and that. And you know what? I stopped doing that because, yeah, they were my inspiration, but I didn't was with them when they did rock another person or rock this whatever. So now I just bring them and they tell their story. I just tell my story, they tell their story. So now, like, I don't get into being a story that I wasn't even there. I talk about what I done, what I saw, what I did. I had
Yeah.
people the other day tell me, I was with Tiny yesterday and we was in some jam and there was Bushwick Day yesterday. And some guy, I knew a guy that I know, Mike, and he came up to me, goes, "Oh, Ralph!" It's like he's telling Tiny, "Hey, this guy taught me how to uprock. He taught me how to DJ. He was hanging out with my older brother. He taught my brother how to box. He taught my brother how to play baseball, and this and that." And Tiny was like, "Wow, man! Everywhere we bumped and we met somebody, I taught them, and I forgot I taught these guys. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm like, oh yeah, I did teach them. And I forgot about it. I taught so
You got
many
any
people.
coming events?
Huh?
Anything that's gonna happen? You got anything you're gonna participate in?
Well, I'm just trying to. I was gonna do it today and post online on Facebook that I want to do a Dollar Jam reunion, and I want to see if I could get all those little films. I have those DV films, those little films. I want to get
Yeah.
them on a DVD so I can have a jam and a reunion and show when Breaks Crew and all these kids were little kids and show how it was back in the days when they came in the game in the 90s. I have the pictures already, but I want to show a film so that
You
when
wanna
they
do like a
come,
screen,
somebody's
like a screen. You wanna have everybody
yeah,
watch.
because Supreme Beans is about maybe like Jigs. I think he's about, I would say 31 years old, 30 years old. And to see him at 14, 13 years old, I'm showing footage and make a copy for them so they can take a copy home for their family.
Wow. Yeah, that would be nice. That would definitely be nice. You got any DJ events coming? Are you gonna DJ anywhere? Do you want to let everybody know where you're gonna be?
Uh, Dollar Jam,
Uh huh.
That's the
No, but I'm
original. I want
saying,
to
are
do
you
a
gonna
reunion,
DJ
the original
anywhere?
Dollar Jam.
Are you going to DJ anywhere anytime soon? Anything? You got any uprock
You can hear
battles
me?
coming up?
You can hear me?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Hello?
yeah.
Yeah.
We
I
can
can
hear
hear
you.
you. Yeah.
I can't hear you. Oh, yeah.
It's because
I
of
can
the.
hear you. I can hear
We can.
you.
We can hear you. We can hear you.
What I do?
Sign back in. Get out. Sign out. Like I did. Sign in. Sign out.
Just bad
Pretty good,
connection.
Dave. You want to ask him some last questions? Is there anybody on? I know
No,
the questions are gonna
I
come.
just want to know, like, who's best graffiti writer that he's met?
Okay, hold on. Let him come back on.
He's been
Pretty
around
good
for how
interview. I think all
long?
my questions I answered already, bro. I already know everything I need to know. It's hot, bro. I gotta make something to eat, man. I got to get.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me now?
Yeah. What's
Yeah.
best graffiti writer that you've ever met?
Tell him
What's
who's asking the question.
the best?
Best graffiti writer?
Yeah, for you that you've met that you know
My cousin Dak.
personally.
That
My
question is
cousin Dak.
coming from. That question is coming from a comment from someone. What's his name? Who's the person asking that question?
Me.
Oh, you. Okay.
I mean, I met so many great EO, Nif from the Crazy Writers, but my cousin Dak is a good writer. Case is a good writer. I'm not one to judge. I mean, I love all guys who can draw and do nice piece. You know, I wasn't that great in graffiti, but I respect it, and I love to see great artwork, especially back in the days in the trains. You used to see all these guys writing on the trains. I respect them all. They all have some. They all have some skills, man. I wish I had that skill,
Yeah.
you know, but
Well,
I
like
don't have that
everything, it
skill.
takes
But
practice,
it's okay. Yeah, but I was so much in the DJ and dancing that I never had time. I only tagged up. I had that I used to tag Presto or whatever, but I never got into pieces. You know, I even took an art class. You know, I took an art class and I wasn't even good at it.
Oh, okay. It just wasn't your thing.
So
All right, you want to close up? What do you
yeah.
want to? Got anything to say to anybody? Anything you want to give advice? Um,
Well,
we'll get
well,
once you
like you
get your
said,
show out. Once
anybody
you
who
get your YouTube channel, we'll advertise it.
yeah, once the question you asked me before was any young people out there that want to know about uprocking can hit me up at on my Facebook, Ralph King Uprock Casanova. If they have any questions or they want to do classes or something, I can help them. I'm here to help out. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Okay, that's good. That's good.
Much respect,
David.
much respect for coming on the show, King of Rock, and spending your time.
Yeah, it's for a good purpose. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
We need to. They need to have more shows to help young brothers and sisters out there who need the knowledge. There's a lot of people out there hungry for the knowledge, but just don't know where to go.
yeah, it is dying in some areas because of the way things are going, drug issues and
It's not. It's. I don't think because of that. I mean, drug issues. If you on drugs because you decide to go on drugs, but the thing is that there's not enough people out there willing to give myself or others who done so much for the culture and give us a shout out that or give us a where we can meet these people to help them and educate them. Everybody's for themselves. Everybody wants to make money. They don't want nobody else to get money. It's
I
all
haven't
about
made 1 cent, and I've done illegal graffiti for 38 years. I haven't made 1 cent.
yeah, but you know
Wow.
what?
And any murals that I've done, I don't call graffiti. I
Yeah,
call them murals. I've
yeah,
done for dead writers that have died.
yeah. But
Wow.
you made that decision that's what how you want to do it, and you know what? There there should be people out there to respect you for that. You know?
Yep. Yep.
Huh?
All right,
Friendly,
guys.
friendly, see? Friendly. You want to say anything to King Uprock? Write a comment. Anyone want to
Cool.
write a comment? Ask him something. No, they're saying quiet. Oh, we'll leave it as that, eh? We'll end the broadcast. You got a wicked shirt. I love your shirt. It's super dope.
Grassed out.
It looks beautiful. Nice colors. The
It's
green,
hot. They knew what they were doing with that.
the
Yep.
throw up on the train, and then
Let me
yeah,
get a picture. Oh, hold
it's
on, man.
got
Hold on.
everything. It's classy, man. It's like really good. A lot of big effort's gone into it. A lot of thought. A lot
Yeah,
of
it's
deep.
tight.
He dropped out, but I'm going to end it. King Uprock, you're
All
a
right,
champion. I love you, brother.
all
God
right,
bless
brother.
you.
You too, brother.
All the best.
Okay.
Peace.
Peace.